Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Welcome everybody to Sunday Night Hockey. It is game number 4, the Leafs, the Lightning, and I'm so pumped. I hope you guys are as well. But first and foremost, forget about hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, a very happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I hope you've had a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. If you are a young one or a medium-aged one, I hope you've wished and spent time today with your mothers and wish them a very happy Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day, happy Grandmother's Day, happy bubby, happy everything, happy Mother's Day to one and all. Thank you for coming in this evening. Thank you for choosing to spend your hockey experience with us, the Samwelb12 Experience. So welcome in. We have a spectacular night of hockey ahead, and let's jump right in. Buck Skull in the house. What's going on? Coaster Mom, hello. Flying Brian, love that name. Hope you're doing well. Dallas Hockey Girl, Carla, what's up? David, hello. How's it going? I'm gonna scroll back. Love Pugs, hello there. Let me scroll back a little bit. I want to make sure we capture everybody. Blue Car, what's up? Robert, hello. AAU Triton, what's going on? 12369 JA, Blackhawks fan. Well, welcome in. Hope you're here to have a good time. We are going to have a blast. If I missed you, we'll get you. Robert, what's up? That one Canadian guy. All right, here it is. It wouldn't be Maple Leafs hockey without some further Maple Leafs shakeup. So let's jump right into the projected lineups for tonight. We know these are just projected. What we may see on the ice could be different than this, but here we go. Mitch Marner on the first line for the Maple Leafs with Austin Matthews and new line mate Alexander Kerfoot. That's right, Alexander Kerfoot joins Matthews and Marner on the top line. Samantha Lowe, what's going on? Hope you are doing well. So Kerfoot in with Matthews and Marner. Second line, Nylander moves back up again with John Tavares and Andrei Vasilevskiy. Hoping tonight is the night Tavares and Nylander find their way out of the lost and found, get on the ice, and make something happen. The third line, Ilya Mikheyev with David Kempf and Pierre Engvall. Engvall and Mikheyev connecting last game for a couple of doozies. Nice to see Mikheyev, Kempf, and Engvall playing well. And a newly formed fourth line sees Colin Blackwell centering Jason Spezza and the rookie sensation, Michael Bunting. This line is going to be dangerous. Bunting with Blackwell and Spezza. They got speed. They got leadership. They get grit. This is going to be a fun line to watch. Morgan, hello. Good evening. Going to the D line. Morgan Riley with my boy, Ilya Labushkin. Mark Giordano with Justin Hall. Jake Muzzin with T.J. Brody, and back between the pipes for the Buds, Jack Soupy Campbell. Scratched for tonight's game for the Leafs, Wayne Simmons is out again, Timothy Liljegren is out, Nick Abruzzese is out, Kyle Clifford and Joey Anderson remain out, all healthy scratches. Sandin and Mrazek, the only two technically out with injuries. For the Lightning, projected Andre Palat with Steven Stamkos and Nikita Kucherov, Alex Killorn with Anthony Cirelli and Brayden Point. Bernie, what's going on? Welcome in. Brendan Hagel, Hagel the Bagel with Ross Colton and Nicholas Paul. And the grind line, Pat Maroon with Pierre-Edouard Bellemare and Corey Perry. Back on the D-line, Victor Hedman with Eric Chernick, Ryan McDonough with Zach Bogosian, and Mikhail Sergachev gets the call yet again with Cal Foote. And the man between the pipes for the Bolts, the one and only Andrei Vasilevskiy. He has been on and off. We'll have to see what the Leafs can do tonight. So here are the keys to the game. Be on the blocks. Part of Toronto's success was willing to sacrifice their body. John, what's going on? Welcome in. The Leafs were sacrificing their body, blocking those shots. They had 13 skaters blocking at least one shot in the win, and Mitch Marner set a Maple Leafs high with 4 blocks. This is going to be huge. Getting in those lanes and blocking the shots is going to get the job done. The Leafs need to continue putting their body on the line to make the play. For Tampa, they need their stars to shine. They need Stamkos and Kucherov to come on out, and so do the Leafs with Nylander and Tavares. Both teams need their stars to wake up. But when you look at Stamkos and Kucherov in the first 3 games, they have 0 goals at 5-on-5, which is insane. It is insane. So we'll have to see. Special teams are going to play a large point, but we have to see what the Stars can do. Can the Stars align? Will it be the Bolts or the Leafs that pull through? Liam, what's going on? Just subscribed. Well, thank you, Liam. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Paul Powers, welcome in. Last but not least, the big key is shuffling the deck. The Leafs have shuffled the deck. Every game, they've made some moves, taking Simmons out, leaving Clifford out, moving Bunting now to the 4th line, putting Kerfoot up, shaking things up, keeping it fresh, making sure the Leafs can play the way they need to play. And the biggest key of the game of all is going to be solving Vasilevskiy. Vasilevskiy with a record of 15-0 in the playoffs coming off a loss. Well, streaks are meant to end. Records are meant to be broken. And I think tonight the Leafs are going to solve Vasilevskiy and end that 15-0 streak after a loss. So we'll have to see what happens. We know the Bolts are going to be fired up. We know Vasilevskiy is going to be playing 10 feet tall. This is going to be a tough game. Tonight is the night the Leafs have to show the rest of the league they are no joke. They're in it to win it, and they're going to get it done. John Casey, what's going on? Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, we've seen such great hockey. If you're following some of the other games earlier today, Boston taking it to Carolina. Boston tying that series up, coming back, tying it 2-2. What a spectacular game. As well, Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues. It's still going on. St. Louis is up 3-2. The Wild trying to come back, but right now the Blues have it 3-2. Minnesota leading in that series 2-1. So we have this game tonight. It's going to be spectacular. And then, of course, later on this evening, Edmonton and LA, and that starts at 10 p.m. So it is so awesome that we're at this point. It's a Mother's Day. I forget, Bernie, what you called it the other day. Mother's Day mayhem, something like that. It is going to be a vicious game. We expect the Lightning to come out and up the physicality, up the intensity, because in a sense, this is a must-win game for Tampa Bay. You don't want to go down in any series 3-1 and give the other team a couple shots at ending this series, especially with 2 of the remaining 3 games being in Toronto. Can we take a moment to remember those? Can we take a moment to remember those that for them Mother's Day is hard? Yes, Dallas, absolutely. And that's a very, very good point. There are a lot of folks out there where Mother's Day is a very difficult day for them. So let's take a moment and remember and celebrate everyone out there that today is a difficult day for them and show them our respect. So we'll just take a moment. Thank you. And thank you, Dallas, for bringing that up. John Casey, what's going on? It's going to be a brawl. It is. It is going to be a tough one. And let's do this. Let's flood the chat early on with the sunflowers, with the hearts for all the mothers and all the people that are celebrating or having a tough time today. Let's put the hearts up. Let's put the flowers up. Let's make this a nice opening moment as we're getting ready for the Leafs and the Lightning. What a game. So here's my prediction. Here's what I'm thinking. Toronto knows they can do this. They have the mojo. They have the feeling. Tampa's feeling on edge. We're going to have to weather that storm for the first few moments of this game, maybe the first half of the period. It's going to be tough. But if they can do that, Toronto needs to use their speed. They need to continue blocking shots. They need to take smart shots and make smart passes. We saw when Toronto utilized their speed, they're able to take Tampa around the outside and drive to the net. We saw when Toronto tried to play aggressive, they lost control of their emotions. They gave in. They took really bad penalties, ultimately leading to Tampa's win. If you look at game 2, Toronto did everything wrong. They did not follow their game plan. They tried to be the aggressor. They tried to, contain with physicality Tampa Bay, and they can't do that. So Toronto now, they need to come out, use their speed. Again, use those edges. Trust the edges. It's one of those things. If you watch the movie The Cutting Edge, where the figure skater and the hockey player get together and the hockey player learns to figure skate, or if you watch the show on CBC, Battle of the Blades, it's all about the edges. And you're wondering, why on earth is this guy talking about figure skating when we're getting ready for one of the biggest hockey games of the year? It's all about the edges. When you're cutting in, when you're using that speed and cutting to the outside, you have to be able to lean and cut in. And Toronto can do this. Guys like Marner, Kerfoot, Engvall, Mikheyev, such speed, and they've shown this shorthanded. Those guys are leaders, shorthanded and shorthanded goals. They need to use those skills in 5-on-5 play, and they can absolutely make it happen. Let's look at the superstars leading into this game, wondering how they match up. Well, when we they erased my stats. I had some good stats here, and they ESPN changed the screen around. That's not fair. Well, Matthews and Stamkos. When you look at Matthews, you look at Stamkos. Matthews obviously dominating 60 goals on the year. Stamkos, no slouch himself. Both are unbelievable passers, both with incredible hands. Matthews able to get that shot off. He hasn't had the room that he's had in the regular season. I call it the Ovechkin spot, the top of the circle, just inside a little bit, where Ovi always sets up for the one-timers. Matthews taken a liking to that same spot. He hasn't utilized it yet in this series. On the power play, as he's moving around, he hasn't been able to get set. Every time he does, he floats back towards the point, or he's cutting in down low by the goal line. I think he's trying to train Tampa Bay that he's not going to play that spot on the power play. He's going to go elsewhere. So he's setting it up for when he needs it, he'll be able to slide in there unexpectedly. So it's a little bit of reprogramming I think the Leafs have been doing on the power play. Their power play has not been stellar in this series. And I think part of that in the first couple games has been the reprogramming, has been look at the Leafs and their new power play, how they're shifting, how they're repositioning, moving guys. So now that they've reprogrammed Tampa Bay to protect from those new areas and those new setups, they can slide back into where they've been successful all year. The second line has got to be better. Gordon, you're 100% right. And Tanner, hello, welcome in. Gordon, that second line with Tavares and Nylander, they got to get there. So we heard with the first game that Nylander was sick. He had some bad sushi at lunch, wasn't feeling well. It was very evident in the game. He was floating around, not himself. Game 2, not as good. Game 3, a little bit better. He was moving around a little bit better, but just not as great as he was. We all know if you've been in that situation where you've had, food poisoning or eaten something bad, it does take you a couple of days to get it through your system and get back to the way you were. And these guys are finely tuned athletic machines. So when something like that goes wrong, it takes a little bit to get it going. So I'm going to give Nylander the benefit of the doubt. Why? I have no idea, but it's just a gut feeling. I think tonight is going to be him and Tavares' night. They're going to click. They're going to make some magic. Can you tell me where I can find lip sync that anthem singer is wearing? Oh, lipstick. Oh, I didn't even notice. I'll have to pay attention when they show the anthem singer again. I wasn't paying attention. Bernie, now bets of 3 with the Blues and Wild. Blues win game 4, 5-2. Great series living up to the build. Ryan O'Reilly showing why he's one of the cat. Yes. And Jordan Kyrou. Can we talk about Jordan Kyrou for a second? If you guys haven't watched any of St. Louis, oh, wow. Yes, the Tampa anthem singer is wearing blue glitter lipstick. That's intense. Jordan Kyrou has been absolutely incredible. This guy is spectacular. He was great all regular season. He's proving to be really, really good in the playoffs. I'm excited to see what Jordan Kyrou is going to do the rest of the series. Well, the anthems are done. It's time to drop the puck. Let's get on. Let's get it up. Let's get on and get going. Jonathan, what's going on? Chase, hello. Sean Urban, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a safe drive back. All right, it is game time. They're getting ready to drop the puck. Looks like the Mikheyev line, the third line, is going to be out first for Toronto. They're showing a close-up of the bench. I think every single player has taken the smelling salts and give themselves a whiff to wake it up. So we got the Mikheyev line and the Colton line on for Tampa Bay. Here we go. It's game time. Let's drop the puck. The refs are calling them into the circle. They're lining up. It's go time. Let's go, boys. Well, right off the draw, Mikheyev and Colton exchanging some punches. Wow. They haven't even dropped the puck yet. Colton and Mikheyev are going shot for shot. This is going to set it up for an interesting series. And Triton already is firing up the bolts. Here we go, ref. Drop the puck. There it is. Game is underway. Puck is dropped. It is underway. Tampa has it deep in the Toronto zone. Toronto's going to pick it up and move it around. Our scoreboard up top, as always, brought to you by Sportsnet. And our players on ice is courtesy of NHL.com. Toronto back, setting it up. Giordano taking a bump from Hagel. He's going to get the puck up. A lot of the games have been played in the neutral zone in the first three. So let's see how this one plays out. Toronto's going to pick it up, start to move it. If you watched any of the Calgary-Dallas game last night, they were flying. It was end-to-end action, almost no neutral zone play. That's the type of hockey we want to see. So we'll see if this game lives up to that or if it's going to be more of this neutral zone play and trap. Here's Tampa. Tampa has it in Toronto end. Looks like Tavares line on the ice now. So it's already a little mix and match. I guess they're halfway through a line change. Back to the point. Quick shot by Stamkos, and he scores. Oh, captain, my captain. Nobody was expecting that. Steven Stamkos lays into a one-timer. First shot on net, and it's a goal exactly 1 minute into this hockey game. Stammer lighting the lamp. Unbelievable. Giordano takes a hit. Colton levels Giordano. Justin Hall tries to get it out. It's kept in. Tampa doing a nice job circling the puck. Stamkos just finds himself open in the middle of the ice. He gets the puck, and ka-chow, blasts one in, short side, stick side, on Soupy. That's one I'm sure he'd like to have back, but he had Hedman crossing in front. Hedman is a big boy, tough to see, but Stamkos putting Tampa on the board, 1-0. Wow. Muzzin has it, trying to dish it out. Toronto's running into each other in the neutral zone. Matthews going to take down Killorn. Muzzin takes a hit, turns it over. Here comes Tampa again. Point. Dishing it off to Cirelli. Comes back to the point. Chernik goes far side. Tampa putting on all kinds of pressure. Finally, Muzzin's able to pick it up. Going to slide it up to Kerfoot. Kerfoot. He's going to skate it out. Now he's just going to roll the puck up as he takes a big hit. Tampa Bay's going to pick it up. Chernik. He has it back for Tampa. Looking to get it set up. They're going to turn and start to go. Definitely not the start Toronto was looking for. Toronto, Blackwell stops it in the neutral zone. They're fighting for it, digging at it. Perry in there, working to try get it past Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin working hard. Maroon and Perry digging on Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin doing a good job. It squirts free to Blackwell. Finally gets it over to Riley. Riley's going to skate it in, and he's going to roll it behind the Tampa net. Comes over to Spezza. He misses it as he takes a hit. Bunting's going to back up. Bunting's going to chase down Perry, and there's Lyubushkin with a big hit on Perry. Puts him up on the boards, almost into the bench. Here's Riley. Leafs have rolled through all their lines. Mikheyev on, he's going to dump it in. Tampa Bay picks it up. They're going to circle around. Here comes the Bolts. The Bolts looking nice already. Sending it into Hagel. He's going to dump it in deep. Campbell there to stop it. Justin Hall makes the play, trying to get it up. Turned over. Who is that? Not Perry. It's Paul. Trying to swing it around. Over to Bogosian. Bogosian throws it. Wow, that just went through Campbell. And we got a whistle right away. What was that whistle for? That I'm not sure. Tampa Bay, they've come out in the way we did not, well, we kind of expected them to, but it wasn't the skating pressure. Stamkos just found an open area in the ice. He got that one-timer and absolutely blasted in. Elia, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming in today. Thank you for hitting all the likes and appreciate that so very much. Ruben, hello, welcome in. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and give it a click, subscribe, and join us for lots more hockey throughout the playoffs. Here's Toronto sending it all the way down the ice, hits Vasilevskiy's stick. Toronto hasn't yet had a shot on net. They haven't even had any sustained pressure within the Tampa zone. They're going to tip it in. Tampa has it. They're going to circle it back. It's a race for it. Tampa's going to win it. They're going to pick it up, trying to fire up. Morgan's trying to fire up the Leafs, calling out Carlton the Bear, putting him to work. Engvall has it on the corner. Gets it over to Kucherov. Almost centered it. Wow, that was a dangerous play. And Nylander gets run over. Holy moly. Kyle Foote just absolutely ran over Nylander. Not intentional. Just kind of turned and skated through him. Here's Lyubushkin. Picks it up behind the net. Takes a hit, but gets the pass. Here's Tavares. Tavares making his way up. Coming through. Here's Toronto. Finally getting some pressure. They roll it in front. Tavares gets a whack on it, but it goes just wide. Tampa Bay is going to scoop it up, send it out all the way back down. Lyubushkin's going to have to pick it up. Oh, Triton. Triton, redeeming cheer, meaning I now have to cheer for Tampa Bay. Oh, goodness. Tampa has it. And you, too, can earn points to use redemptions just by being here in the chat. Here's Toronto, sliding it just wide. Being here in the chat, you're going to earn points. If you do exclamation mark points, it's going to tell you how many points you've earned. And then you can gamble them or you can redeem them, and it's all for free. Travis, what's going on? Let's go Bruins. Bruins getting it done today, tying that series up. All right. Marchand and Pasternak, what do they have, like 14 points or 16 points in the last couple games? It's unbelievable, those two. Here comes Tampa. It's 2-on-2. Kerfoot is back. Now the rest of the team comes back. Another shot doesn't get through. It's going to roll in on Campbell. Campbell's going to hold on to it and get a whistle. Kerfoot has his glove knocked off his hand. That was a little bizarre. So quite the interesting start. Not, I think, what anybody expected. Texas Hockey Cards, welcome in. Leafs to the Cup final. It's okay no matter the outcome. Well, that would be something. That would be something for sure. Kevin, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. So far, blocks this series. Toronto has 51 total blocks. Tampa Bay with 36. So Toronto definitely the aggressor in terms of the blocks. Now, as well, if you're a wrestling fan, tonight is WWE WrestleMania Backlash. We have that on the back TV. We're going to keep an eye to see what's going on there. Toronto gets it out down the ice. Working through, Bunting overskates it. Here comes Tampa. Circling around. Belmar's going to switch it in. Perry has it. Perry takes a hit. It rolls in front off the post. No, it's in. Tampa again. Tampa Bay. Holy bananas in pajamas. Tampa's getting all the bounces. That one rolls out. Belmar just buries it. I thought that was off the post at first glance, but it went in and out so quick. The fourth line getting it done. It came off Campbell. So Campbell played it off the side of the net. It rolled in front. Campbell played it out. It went right to Belmar, who puts it in, hits the camera, and bounces right back out. Yikes. Not a good goal at all. Alfredo, what's going on? Welcome in. Unbelievable. 2-0 Tampa. It's only 5 minutes and 20 seconds into this game. Shots are 4-1 in favor of the Lightning. Toronto finds them in a hole really early, and against a goalie like Vasilevskiy, yikes. Dallas, my horse, did not win yesterday. Yesterday, for the Kentucky Derby, I thought it was going to be Messier taking it, but I forget the name of the horse. The horse was an 80-1 long shot. Came in getting the victory at the Derby. That was pretty spectacular. Pretty spectacular. But better than the race was all the hats. You don't watch the horse races for the race. You watch them for the hats. Toronto's going to win the draw just to the right of Soupy. Here comes the Leafs. They're going to put it out in the neutral zone. Here comes Kempf. He's going to squirt it in. Now they're going to put it in deep. Kempf's going to give chase as well as Mikheyev. Mikheyev blows a tire. He goes down. Here comes the Bolts again. They're going to carry it up and in. Lyubushkin. Nice job, Lyubushkin, to steal the puck. Oh, just couldn't get it to Mikheyev. Toronto really has a tough hole they're in now, being down 2-0. Now we know the Leafs can score in bunches, so they can turn it around. There's not a whole lot of hockey. There's a whole lot of hockey left to go. Here comes Sergachev. He's going to play it up and around behind the net. Campbell's going to stop it. He's going to play it. Campbell, just stay in your net. Tampa's going to pick that up, sending it around. Here's Bogosian, sends it in the middle. Palat is going to circle around. He's going to throw it to the net. That's tipped wide. Kasha's going to get it out. It's going to roll down the ice. It's a race. Here's Tavares. Tavares, he's chasing after it, but Vasilevskiy comes out to play it to Bogosian. Bogosian looking to get it up. It's in the neutral zone. Kucherov, they're going to hit the man in stride. Almost got it over to Stamkos, but it hopped over his stick. Muzzin's going to pick it up and chip it around the boards. Tampa comes in crashing on the forecheck and maintains it. Brody's going to steal it back. Brody, wow, tried to give it away. Comes out in front again. Yikes. Campbell, stop playing the puck. Toronto's now going to play it all the way down the ice. Campbell needs to settle himself down. That's going to be an icing call. Tavares and Campbell both mishandling the puck almost led to another Tampa Bay goal. Toronto needs to up their game in their own zone. They're playing very silly hockey right now. Very silly hockey. They're rushing passes in their own end. They're putting it in front of the net. They got to calm themselves down and not let it go down 3-0. Tampa's going to win the draw. Block shot there by Kasha. Comes to Lyubushkin. He hits the linesman. Get out of the way, ref. It finally comes out. Nylander can't control it. Tampa Bay is going to pick it up. Killorn, he's going to dump it in. Lyubushkin is there to pick it up, and he's just going to chip it right back out. Hedman's turn to go the other way to Point. Point is smoked right there by Muzzin. Muzzin taking out Point and then hops on the bench. Here's Kerfoot. Kerfoot is going to go chasing after it, and he's held up. Tampa's going to pass it around behind their own net. Toronto doing a nice job forechecking. They get it, but they couldn't hit Riley as the defense were switching it up. Come on now, boys. They're going to put it in. Tampa's going to pick it right back up. Here they come, a break. Tampa coming down, looking, going one way, the other way. They score again. Oh, my God. Patrick Maroon getting it done. The fourth line for Tampa Bay is absolutely crushing the souls of the Maple Leafs. First Bellemare, now Maroon. That was an absolutely horrendous goal. Soupy, I don't know what's going on. I think you got to pull him right now and calm him down. Soupy made one nice save, but Riley was there, didn't pick up the loose puck, and Maroon is able to hit it and knock it in. He went down early, Soupy. He went across, made the save, and Maroon followed up his own rebound. Nobody took the stick. Riley Lyubushkin let Maroon get that. That is an unbelievable play. Oh, friends, believe me, 9-1 in the making. Certainly looks that way. It certainly looks that way. Two horrendous goals for Campbell in the Leaf defense. And now we got to fight Spezza and Maroon. Maroon going after Spezza. The ref's going to blow that down real quick. I don't know what happened there. Right off to the draw, Maroon and Spezza got tied up. And it looks like Spezza's going to the box. Spezza's getting a penalty. Come on, Jay. Jason Spezza, that is not a good call to take after a 3-0 goal, to take a silly penalty like that. Oh, my gosh. This game is really starting not on the right foot. Ladies and gentlemen, well, let's turn it around on the right foot. We have a lot of fun here on the channel. I appreciate you all being here and all subscribing. If you're interested in joining the channel as a channel member, so you can have a lot of those fun emojis that you see people using, your name in green like Buck Skull there, getting a little icon badge next to your name. Well, here's a little bit of information about our channel memberships.
Exciting news! YouTube memberships are now available with the experience.
Take your Samwelb12 experience to the next level by clicking join and picking one of our 3 tiers for a membership program that's available to you. For less than a cup of specialty coffee, click and join today for added perks and benefits like special emojis, loyalty badges, and more. Thanks for enjoying the experience. Now it's time to elevate that experience and sign up for a channel membership today. There we go. Channel memberships available for less than a cup of Starbucks simply by hitting the join button or hitting the link that you see dropped in the chat. It'll take you to the join page. If you're on a PC or a laptop or computer, you can do it from the page. There's a join button right next to the subscribe. If you're not, if you're on a phone or tablet, you'll have to click the join link that you see in the chat. And again, starting at $2.99, you can take part and become a channel member. So Jason Spezza, he's getting the penalty for cross-checking right off the draw. I can't believe they're calling that and not maroon. Both of them were hooking and slashing at each other. How do you give it to one and not the other? Here we go again with this ridiculous officiating. Now, it was a ridiculous play by Spezza to instigate with him, but both guys, that's a situation where you put both guys out. With everything we saw in the early moments of this game, with some of the, Mikheyev and Colton right at the opening draw, that was exactly the same there. Why you give Spezza a call and not both of them makes no sense. So now the refs are setting a precedent. All these young upstart teams, all realizing championship pedigree, the team making the play. Yeah, you're right. You are right, Bernie. So here comes Tampa Bay. They now have 2 minutes on the clock. Triton firing up the bolts. 2 minutes on the clock on the power play. Let's see how Toronto bounces back here. Toronto trying to force Tampa to the outside. It comes back to Hedman. Hedman circling around the point. Toronto collapsing in. Campbell comes across, makes a nice save. Toronto not being aggressive so far on this power play. They get it out and down the ice. 1:20 to go in the power play, 11:15 in the period. Toronto so far only one shot on net. Bibs kids, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Coming across, shot deflected up into the mesh behind the net. Refs are not making fair calls. Yeah, that was crazy. Ian, what's going on? Go Tampa Bay. Ian, so happy to have you here. Love having fans of both teams. Either way, the Bolts are not going to be champions this year. You know what, Paul? Coming out of our division, it's the hardest division to come out of. Toronto's going to win that. They're going to get it out and down the ice. 1 minute to go in the power play. Dallas now calling out Carlton the Bear. He says, come on, Carlton, get the Leafs going. Tampa moving it around slowly. They're moving very slow. They hit the line, and it's knocked out by Mikheyev. Tampa's going to try this again. They're going to bring it back, and here comes Point right up the middle. Now he gets ahead of speed. Point coming in all alone. What a save. Campbell, how did they let Point in 3 strides? He went through the entire Leaf core and got a glorious opportunity, and Campbell coming up big with the pad save. Kucherov has it now. He's going to go back to the point. It's Hedman. Hedman tries to make the pass, but Engvall deflects it. Tampa's going to go around the other side. Here they come. Coming through. Trying to make it. Over. Big shot, Tampa Bay, and that goes high and wide. Alan, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Here's Hedman. Going to tip it back. Sergachev spinning around. That's going to do it. Power play is expired. Teams are at even strength. Tampa's going to dump it in. And that's going to be icing as they dumped it before or from the wrong side of center. Spezza's over. He's on the bench. He's going to have some words. How did Brayden Point do this? In 3 strides, he literally went around everyone. Forehand, backhand, soupy in the splits, kicking out the leg pad. What an unbelievable save. NHL season reports. What's up? Welcome in. We need them to come back. It's only 1 period. You're right. You're right. It's only the first. There's so much time they can do this, but solving Vasilevskiy is going to be a challenge. Here comes Chernik for Tampa Bay. Tries to get it out. Held the line by Matthews. Matthews put it up to Tavares. He overskates it. Now he kicks it to his stick. Tried to get it to Matthews. He couldn't. Tampa's going to pick it up. Here comes Tampa. Matthews on his horse, getting back to negate the 3-on-2. Quick shot. Matthews blocks that, knocks it down. Matthews playing great in his own zone. Gives it to Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin back to Matthews. Matthews finds Tavares. Johnny T. He's going to pass it up to Nylander. Just tips it in. Nylander, get off the ice. Thank you. Here they come. Boo Toronto and boo. Go Tampa Bay. Love it, Ian. Here's the fourth line for Toronto back on the ice. Hall's going to take Paul. Hall and Paul working along the boards. Tampa Bay throwing it around. Coming back to the point. Toronto giving them all day to set something up. Tip in front. That's knocked down. Bellemare going to send it around a block. Hall's going to knock that with his skate. Mikheyev has it. He's being chased by Hagel. Sending it around to Bunting. It's tipped out. Bunting, he's going to chase it down. He's got Bogosian there. It's going to roll in on Vasilevskiy. He's going to hold it and blow the whistle. Paul and Bogosian both grabbing Bunting. They're both taking shots at Bunting. I hope you're going to call one of those, ref. Thank you very much. You better not be calling Bunting. So Bunting's laughing. What are the refs calling here? Because I thought he pointed at two people. Ruben, what's up? I wish Matthews scores 60 in the playoffs. That would be something else. So did they not call anybody after that? I don't understand. I'm officially in the I don't understand how they're calling these games anymore. Here's Matthews. He's in to take the draw. No penalty called. Matthews, puck is dropped. Comes to Muzzin. Muzzin waiting, makes a deke, slides it in front. It's there. Kerfoot chipping at it. And they can't get it past Bogosian as he was sitting on the puck. Gets back to the point. Muzzin's going to throw it in. Tipped and knocked down. Bogosian clears it to the side. Kerfoot giving chase. Matthews giving chase. Tampa finally gets it out. Toronto picks it up in the neutral zone. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Long pass in for Matthews. He's covered, so he's just going to chip it in deep. Tampa Bay has it. Kerfoot in there. Matthews in there. Trying to get it over to Marner. Can't. Tampa's just going to dump it over to the open side of the ice. Picked up and dumped down. Campbell out to play it. Campbell, be careful. Sends it around. Here comes Brody. TJ Brody eludes a hit. Gets tripped on the slew foot. Comes down. No icing. Tampa's going to pick it up. Here's Chernik. Going to start the play. Tampa's going to lead the rush. Dumps it in. Not deep. Nylander's going to pick it up. He's going to circle around. Willie's going to pass it off to the defender, Toronto, up to Tavares. Tavares is going to hit the red line, and he's going to dump it in and chase. And he's tripped up. AAU, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Thank you for the tip. Quick shot deflected high and wide. Toronto picking that up, circling around, dumping it down deep. They can't get there. Tavares, nice job, Tavares, to pick up the puck. He's got Kempf in there. Can't connect it. Tampa Bay is going to get it and flip it out. Toronto had the momentum, but a little silly play ends up costing them as Tampa gets it out. Here they come. Mikheyev sending it up. Hits the line. They're going to dump it in deep. Vasilevskiy out to stop it. He's going to play it. Kempf in there chasing, as is Engvall. Tampa's going to go high off the glass. They're going to send it all the way down. That one has enough to be icing. It's going to be called. They're going to bring it back into Tampa Bay zone. We got 6:38 left to go in the period. Shot 6-3 in favor of Tampa Bay. Tampa's really been owning this game. Toronto finding themselves a little lost, a little out of it. They need to get it going and get it going quickly. So we are currently we are 27 subscribers away from 1650. If you're new here and just coming in, hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 1650 subscribers. Marner's going to send it into Matthews with the backhand. That's deflected high. Muzzin trying to swat the rebound out of the air. Muzzin in there forechecking. Matthews coming in to help out. Squirts free. Muzzin gets it in front to Marner. He's taken off, Kerfoot. He's taken off his feet. Here comes Palat flying down the ice. Nice play, Kerfoot to come back and knock Palat off stride. He has to go back to his defenders. Here comes Tampa, just stepping into the zone, dumping it in deep. Big hit there, Blackwell on Kucherov. He didn't get all of them, just a piece. Back to the point, coming in front. Toronto trying to clear it. They can't. The puck is rolling. Oh, my gosh. It rolls in on Soupy, and he just kicks it aside. That was too close for comfort. Muzzin gets it all the way out and down the ice. Spezza can't get it. Tampa just turns and comes right back in. Muzzin, he's going to pick it up. He's going to dump it, and he takes a hit from behind in the numbers. Maroon with the hit from behind on Muzzin. Muzzin sending it up. Spezza tried to tip it in deep. He couldn't. Bunting has to retreat. Both Bunting and Spezza were watching the defense. Here's Hedman. He's going to pick it up and dump it in. Now we got Riley. Riley's back. He's going to reverse it for Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin taking a look up ice. This fourth line for Tampa has been ever dangerous. Here comes Kasha. Kasha, he tried to swing it in front, but it was deflected by Hedman. Toronto has it. Riley down deep, trying to get it through. Kasha coming in front. Rebound. Nice opportunity. They couldn't put it in. Here's Tavares. Tavares looking one way, looking the other way. Can't find someone to pass it to. Now he elects to dump it in, tipped right on net by Riley. Riley is all over the ice. He's everywhere. Now Riley looking to pass it. He goes across to Giordano. Giordano's going to dump it in deep to Bunting. Bunting takes a hit from foot. Gives it over to Tavares. Tavares rolls it in on net. Nylander getting it back. Toronto buzzing right now. Here's Nylander going across the ice. Riley sending it in front, and that's knocked down. Coming back, Riley keeps it in. Giordano banging his stick. He wants it. Gives it to Giordano. Sends it across ice. Nylander's going to pick it up. Give it to Engvall. Engvall circling around to Nylander at the point. Big shot. That goes wide. Tampa Bay easily now is going to pick it up and dump it down the ice. And here's Tampa flying down, coming in, quick shot. Soupy taking that on an odd angle. Come on, Nylander, skate. He watches the puck sitting there and doesn't go after it. Yikes. Now Nylander picks it up as he was lazily trying to get off the ice, and he gives it right to Tampa Bay. Nylander, if I was your coach, I'd be sending you right to the locker room to sit down and think about your play. Crystal Palace, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. And again, hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful day. They're going to take a commercial break, so I'm going to take this moment again to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for supporting the channels in all the various ways that you have. We really appreciate it. Bonnie, what's up? No, the poll fake news because Lightning are better than the team in Toronto in the playoffs. Yeah, Gordon bench him. He needs to be benched, but God, to bench an $8 or $9 million player is always so tough. Nylander needs to wake up. That he does. Jackson, what's going on? Need leads so bad. We need these guys to wake up. We need them to get in there and get it going. But like I was saying, thank you all for supporting the channel, whether it's just with clicking the likes, clicking the subscribes, just being here and watching it. To all of our channel members who have hit that join button and become a member of the channel, we appreciate you all so very much and making this ride so exciting for us. And I can't wait to continue this journey with all of you throughout the playoffs and beyond. If you're just finding the channel for the first time and you're wondering, what else does this guy do besides hockey? It's a good thing to wonder. We do a lot. So we do some Lego builds. Actually, we have our next one set up and ready to go as soon as we can find time between games. We have the Boba Fett Star Wars head we're going to be building. We just did the Darth Vader one not too long ago. And we're going to take the stream on the road. We visit Canada's Wonderland, hang out, do some live streams from the parks, go out and about around Ontario, just have a good time, as well as some video games. We got some cooking, barbecuing, all that fun stuff. So there is something for everybody. So come on, hit the subscribe, join us, and hang out with us during all of our journeys throughout the summer. And of course, as soon as hockey's back, we will be right there with you. Matthews needs to use his go-go gadget stick. Yeah, that he does. Host, the Leafs are going to lose. I'm watching the game. God, Triton, I'm going to have to call your cable company and tell them not to give you access anymore. But still, lots of time left. They're back from commercial break. Here we go. Now it's time for the Leafs to get it going. 3:47 to go. All the way down the ice. Tampa Bay is going to pick it up. They're going to send it back into Toronto territory. Brody's going to pick it up. Look out. Paul is in there on Brody. Kempf has it now behind the net. Circles away. Gets away from one Lightning player. He's going to carry it. David Kempf has been looking great so far. Dumping it in. Engvall's going to give chase. Bogosian gets there first. Comes around. Toronto keeps it in. Big shot from an odd angle. Hits Vasilevskiy and goes wide. Toronto only with 4 shots in this period. That's not how you're going to get goals. Big hit on Mikheyev. He gets run. Nice play. They're going to whistle it down. I'm not sure if the puck hopped into the Maple Leaf bench. Unbelievable. Vasilevskiy is a better goalie than Campbell because Vasilevskiy gave us back-to-back champs. Yeah, you know, even if he didn't give you back-to-back champs, Vasilevskiy is he's definitely a better goaltender than Campbell. And he's bigger. He makes some great saves. Listen, Campbell hasn't done anything wrong. It's just that, you know, Vasilevskiy, he's rock solid. Rock solid. He has that record, 15-0 in playoffs after a loss. Here comes Toronto. They're at the red line. Gives it to Kerfoot. Kerfoot's going to break in. Circling around. He's got Marner and Matthews with him. Matthews all alone in front of the net. Kerfoot didn't see him. Comes over to Riley. Riley's going to go down to Matthews. Matthews rolls it around to Kerfoot. Kerfoot, tripped up. Marner, he gets tripped up, and we got a penalty call. Finally, the refs take his hand out of the pocket, and they're going to make the call. I think it's Point getting the penalty. Marner tripped up behind the net. Toronto's going to go to their first power play of the game. So as Chernik and Point both got their sticks in, we'll have to see which one is given the penalty. So Toronto now gets 2 minutes on the board. Let's see what they can do. Lots of opportunity for them to make something happen. Toronto's power play hasn't been great so far this postseason. Not like it has been during the regular season. So we'll see. Now, as the first period is coming down, winding in, do me a favor, hit that share button. Share the stream out. Put it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Let everybody know we're here. If you're in any Discord groups, any hockey groups on Discord, Facebook, go ahead, drop the link, share it out, and tell those groups, hey, come on, hang out. Even if they're watching the game on their own, come and talk some hockey. That's part of the fun of this is some people watch it because they can't get the game. But even when you get the game, just come and talk with a bunch of folk about hockey and cheer for your team. Yeah, forget MySpace. If you're still on MySpace with the three bands that are probably still on MySpace, go ahead and tell Tom I say what's up. It was Tom that was the MySpace guy, right? I'm not making that up. Louis D, that's right. Positive vibes out there. Let's get those positive vibes going in AOL Instant Messenger. Yeah, why not put it on ICQ as well? Loved my ICQ. Got to score on the power play. This is it. We need, if they can put a goal in here and get it to 3-1, get an opportunity to slowly start coming back, that would make a huge, huge difference. We're 3 likes away from 50 likes. So let's get 3 likes in there, and then we'll do our little celebrations at 50 likes tonight. Every 50 likes will be a little celebratory dance. The first one, of course, is the downtown shimmy, the T-Dot shimmy. I remember when Yahoo was big here in North America. John, that feels like so long ago. Netscape Navigator, you remember that? My gosh. Toronto getting set up. Let's go, ref. Drop the puck. Toronto only has 5 shots so far. That is not how you're going to get it done. They're 2 for 15 on the power play in this series. Here's Matthews. Little bounce pass. Tavares gets in front. Rebound. Nylander couldn't chip it home. Gets it to Marner. Marner, cross ice. Far side to Nylander. Matthews hovering around that circle. Comes to Riley. Over to Matthews. Matthews goes to Marner. Marner taking the shot. It's tipped by Tavares, but it goes to the corner. Tavares picking up the puck, leaves it for Marner, gets it to Matthews. Matthews reversing to the line to Riley. Riley, far side. Shoot that, Nylander. He does. Big save. Gets knocked down. Marner picks it up, leaves it for Riley. Riley to Matthews, to Riley. Far side, comes back to Riley. Riley finds Matthews. Matthews has no shot. Goes back to Riley. They're covering Matthews really, really well. Back over to Matthews. He's got 3 bolts on him. Riley trying the other side now. Here's Marner. He's looking. He's covered. Sends it in front to Nylander, to Matthews. Now he's open. He goes side of the net. Stop this little down low bounce pass play. And Tampa's going to get it out. We got 1 minute left on the power play. 3 times here, Toronto gets the puck. They pass it to the guy standing on the goal line to do the little bounce pass to the guy in the slot. 3 times they tried it. 3 times it failed. Time to change it up, boys. Read the play. If you don't have it, don't take it. Matthews going to chip it over to Spezza. Spezza, he's going to reverse it, come back around for Matthews. Matthews to the line for Giordano. He goes far side to Spezza. Spezza back to Giordano, just keeps it in. That was really close. Over to Matthews. Matthews down low for Bunting. Bunting tied up. Kempf is tied up. Tampa's going to get it out and down the ice. We got last minute of play in this period, 15 seconds to go in the Toronto power play. It's on TikTok. Oh, God. These guys need to do something. Here they come. Breaking in. Matthews gives it to Bunting. Far side. Toronto shoots. Oh, nice save. Vasilevskiy getting it done. Kasha, he's going to take a bump in the corner. Here comes Tampa. Tampa racing out. 2-on-1. Kasha getting back. Oh, going for the tip. Oh, come on. That wasn't a penalty. Unbelievable. They're calling Kasha. Kasha had his man covered brilliantly. The Tampa player goes down, and they're calling Kasha. I'd like to see the replay of that because it did not look like he was impeding or holding up or tripped up the Tampa Bay player at all. Miriam, what's up? Also, thanks for making this live stream. No, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming here. I appreciate all of you coming and hanging out today. So I'm still waiting to see this replay. Oh, I turned my head for a second and I missed it. So the Tampa Bay coach is livid about something. So what's going on now? Did they call off the penalty? Did they agree there's no penalty? Oh, so they're calling both teams. Finally, the officials did something right. They called both players. So there's a 4-on-4 now for 2 minutes. Both teams are right. Unbelievable. Both coaches shaking their heads. So here we go. We got 2 minutes of 4-on-4, but only 26.4 seconds left to go. Here they go. Puck is dropped. Toronto's going to win it. Here they come, starting to move. Toronto carrying it up, going off the boards. Mikheyev breaking in. Mikheyev all alone goes for the backhander. Vasilevskiy standing tall. He didn't have much of an angle there, but nice try by Mikheyev. Tampa Bay going to start to move it up. Here they come through the neutral zone. 7 seconds left to go. Going to deflect high, going around. 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's going to do it. It is intermission time. What a crazy, crazy period this has been. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the stats for the second intermission, for the first period, second intermission. My God, here we go. Stamkos gets the first goal, his first from Kucherov and Hedman. Belmar, his first from Perry and McDonough. Maroon, his first from Killorn and Sergachev. Total shots end up being tied 10-10. Both teams 0-for-1 on the power play. Toronto 69% in the face-off circle. Tampa Bay 31%. 5 block shots for Toronto, 7 for Tampa Bay. 0 takeaways and 0 giveaways for the Leafs. 3 takeaways and 1 giveaway for Tampa. The teams are tied with 15 hits apiece. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do something a little different today. I'm going to step out and have a quick bite to eat. So I'm going to leave you with the intermission show brought to you by the TV broadcast. As soon as they come back for commercial break, we're going to get that fired up with you, and I will be back momentarily. So I'm going to hang out here while they're getting this commercial ready to go, and then we'll turn it up so you guys can have it. 50 likes. There we go. It's party time. Let's get a little pre-dinner shimmy in. A little shimmy it up. Thank you, guys. 50 likes. Appreciate it. Thank you all so much for being here. There we go. Rollins and Rhodes starting Backlash. Awesome. That's going to be such a good match. I have it on in the background, so I'll have to, I don't have the volume up, so I'll have to keep swiveling to see how it's going there. But what an ugly first period. Let's be real. For Toronto fans, this was not the first period they wanted. Tampa Bay came out as we expected, absolutely dominating. Toronto couldn't weather the storm. 3 quick goals, 2 by the fourth line. Campbell, 2 really bad goals he gave up. So we're going to have to see how these guys bounce back in the second period. It's going to be clutch. There's only 6 matches? Wow. So they're gonna stick within their time frame on this event. Who do you think will win? Well, right now, if Toronto doesn't get their act together, I think Tampa's going to continue to steamroll them. If Toronto can get their game back in shape and Campbell can start stopping some shots, I think they have a chance. There's Edwin. Edwin's firing up the Bolts. Go Bolts. He wants the Bolts to win. Again, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. If you're new here and this is your first time, we ask hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 1650. We are on the way, 15 subscribers away. 15 away. So let's see if we can get there tonight. That would be outstanding. Will Hulkamania be running wild tonight? Dallas, I don't think Hulkamania is going to be running wild anytime soon. I think Hulkamania is going to be limping wild. Most of the goals tonight weren't Campbell's fault, in my opinion. I don't know. Two of those were pretty bad. Part of it is the way he played it. I always hate blaming the goaltender, but I think he should have had 2 of those. They just should have been better plays all the way around. And yes, the defense didn't help him any, but they could have done that. They should have done a little bit better. So hopefully they will come out and play better in the next period. But hey, all the series are turning around, right? There's been a lot of interesting things happen. The Leafs are asleep. They seem to be playing asleep. Here we go. So I'm going to turn up the sound. I'm going to let you guys listen in to the intermission report, and I will be right back.
Why don't you start with your theory of star players? Well, I think it's the only thing I'm having trouble with in the playoffs right now. Austin Matthews being an example. I think there's a lot of.
Can you guys hear that okay? Let me know if the volume's okay.
Penalties who are being taken out of games because there's so many power plays, and I think these playoffs have been great. I know there've been a lot of lopsided games, but we're getting into deeper series, which is what matters. But I just wish some of the star players who don't kill penalties could play more, because those are the guys we want to see.
If you're looking at the difference between tonight and last game, was the Leafs didn't beat themselves last game. No turnovers at the end of the game, and they made Tampa Bay earn their goals tonight, I thought, especially in the first 2 goals. A little bit Hall, a little bit Muzzin. They kind of gift-wrapped a couple for Tampa Bay.
They didn't beat themselves last game because they had a work ethic. And tonight they didn't have it for the first at least 10 minutes. I thought the good thing is they started work in the last 8 minutes or so. They had a couple chances, but it might be too late.
This is not to pin this at all on Austin Matthews, but Austin Matthews is one of your first thoughts, Kevin.
Well, I just think when you have a star player, and I understand like the Kampf line I talked about, maybe their best line so far in the playoffs, but this team ride or dies with Austin Matthews. He's your guy. He was dominant, absolutely dominant in the regular season, and I just don't think you give him a chance to get going when he goes out third. So you start the Kampf line, you come back with Tavares. Remember, game 1 to start the playoffs, Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner didn't start. And then there was the 5-minute penalty. So Matthews couldn't really get going because, like Elliot said, he doesn't kill penalties. Same thing tonight. You need to get Matthews going. He looks a little bit uncomfortable at times. I think he's got to be started early and maybe even double shifted in the first 5 minutes.
This comment is dated, but it's relevant because of the star player Matthews. And so back in L.A. when we had Gretzky, I remember Barry, whom I love, of course, he liked to start Pat Conacher. And I remember at some point Pat Conacher and Charlie Huddy went to Barry and said, we love it, but that's enough. Like, you've got to start Gretzky. He's our guy, and it makes him feel important right off the get-go, and I think that's what I'd like to see.
Well, what's more difficult to get going? A defensive centerman who has to win draws and check, or an offensive guy who wants to touch the puck, get some confidence? Yeah. Those offensive guys it's very critical to get them going early.
Let's look at a few examples of Austin struggling with the puck here.
So, and this goes back to what we were kind of talking about. It's just that, they're down. They killed a couple penalties. He's not out there. I just find that, Kevin, in some of these situations, like you guys played. You can tell me if he's bobbling the puck because he's a little rusty or whatever. But I just think he's been totally taken out of rhythm in this series.
And this looks entirely different, sorry, Kev, than game 2, where the power play in that first period, they were snapping it around like crazy now. So he's trying to look at the tablet and trying to figure out what went wrong that period.
Notice he stayed out for the full 2 minutes of that power play with 2.5 left. And he was the only guy in that unit because I almost feel like he's telling himself, like, I got to get going here. Like, I need touches.
One last thing on him. Sheldon Keefe came to him and said, either you're going out again right away, get off that iPad. But here's the 2 chances in the third.
Last game. Now, I mean, that's a special play, so it's hard to compare 2 nights ago to this play, which, I mean, rarely can a player do that with that sort of ease. So a little bit different, but it does show you where his mind is a little bit.
Okay, Kevin, the defensive gaffes.
Yeah, the defensive gaffes. I thought you wanted these, Kel. I'm a positive guy, but I mean, just giving freebies, right? And Justin Hall here, a little bit of Kasha low in the zone, but this is the way the Leafs play, right? Their wingers like to blow the zone, so that probably has to go off the glass and out. And it's early in the game, right? So it stays in the zone, and then Stamkos gets in, and we talked about Stamkos pregame, right? Like if he scored, he was playing pretty well, but he just needed to score. And then this is a little bit of unlucky bounce from Muzzin, but it pops right onto the slot. Boom, you're down 2-0, and both those goals are preventable.
And Campbell had a chance to put that behind the goal line, right? And unfortunately, he scooped it out front. By the way, he did the same thing about 2 minutes later, where the puck was coming to him, and instead of holding it or throwing it back in the corner, he threw it right into the slot.
Do you want to go on about Jack Campbell? Your thoughts on his opening 20?
Okay, well, Elliot, why don't you start the conversation?
Kelly and I were having a debate because we're the 2 goalie experts on this panel. And one of the things we were talking about is when it was 3-0, do you take Campbell out? And one of the things we talked about was, do you take him out but say to him, you're going back in for the second period? We just want you to refocus and resettle over the last 12 minutes of the first. And we were kind of wondering if the Leafs in any way would consider that.
That's happened over the course of time. On occasion, I wouldn't say often. I've always admired goalies that can come out and then go back in because I would have lost my focus. I've also heard, and I don't think Jack Campbell is confrontational, I've also heard goaltenders where they come to the bench and goes, but be ready because you're going back in the second. They go, no, I'm not. I'm done. You pulled me. I'm not going back in.
I can't see him.
I can't see Campbell doing that, but there is that risk for certain guys.
One Tampa Bay Lightning didn't have a hit. The only one last game.
Ross Colton. Isn't that outrageous? Because I feel like he's been playing pretty physical, but this is the way he started. Because the camp line started, Colton started third versus third line, and watch that big hit on Giordano, keeps the puck in, creates a turnover, and he's a man on a mission right here. I still don't believe he didn't have a hit last game. I think that was a bit of a mistake.
So the power play was the chance.
Yeah, you're right. Probably wrong. Do you want me to go on about what I think about the guys that count the hits?
Yeah.
It's in Tampa. He's going to get the round for the
you would think. These guys are snoozing.
Yeah. And that power play did not bail Toronto. 3-0 Tampa after 20 minutes.
Goes a pretty long way.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for hanging in there. Now, let's turn this screen off. Maybe. If I can find it. I promise you. There we go. Thank you for hanging in. Just had to have a quick little bite. But I was listening in what they were saying, and excuse me, I agree very much that Matthews just not getting his opportunity to get going. Corey, what's going on? Coaco, hello. Little Bear, Mr. Ducky, how are you? Hope you are all doing fantastic. The thunder is coming, Edwin says. Listen, this next period is going to be really interesting because of the power plays and the penalty kills. Matthews hasn't been able to get in and get Matthew-esque, and I get what they were talking about. There we go, Ian. And we appreciate that, of course, so much for your membership. All of our channel members, thank you, of course, for getting it going. And you too, if you're interested in joining for a member, it's just a click away. Hit that join button below. So they're saying Matthews, hasn't been able to get the touches, hasn't been able to get it going. Simply giving him his space, giving him room to do what he needs to do and get going. And that's it's not easy when you're when you're a hockey player and you're used to playing a certain way and you can't start the game the way you need to get it started. You run into these challenges. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how they come out in the second period. Listen, we talked about Vasilevskiy being the difference maker. They didn't even really get to test Vasilevskiy at all. They only had 10 shots, and I guarantee you, of those 10 shots, there was maybe one of them that was I wouldn't even call it a difficult save, but just something a little different. Terrianne, welcome in. And yes, happy Mother's Day to all the moms. And if you're a mom, happy Mother's Day as well. So we'll have to see what's going on there. The Leafs definitely have some adjustments to make. I wonder if they switch their lines around. I expected a lot more of our fourth line with Bunting, Spezza, and Blackwell. That line seems to be being outplayed, and they're not getting a lot of ice time. I wonder if it's better you move Bunting up, get him some more ice time, getting him in there. Whoever they had matched up against the Maroon Corey Perry line, that needs to change because they are just getting outmanned. Matthews needs to watch Stamkos if he's not on the ice at the same time. He did. Stamkos found a different level to his game. If pucks aren't finding him, makes the extra effort. And that's exactly what's missing. And we kind of, I harp on Nylander for that earlier in the game. But Nylander had an opportunity. The puck was sitting there, and Nylander was just standing still. He didn't go get it, and Tampa Bay almost picked it up. So it's that extra effort that's really missing. And it can't all fall on Matthews and Marner to run this team. That second line with Tavares and Nylander, they need to do something, and they need to do something now. Excuse me. Charlie, hello. How's it going? Purple Queen, what's up? So with these guys, I mean, listen, they're pros. They rely on their coaches. They'll look at tape. They have the iPads. They'll see what's going on. They'll see what isn't working. They'll review the breakdowns. The question is, can the adjustments they make be enough to counteract how quick Tampa Bay is? Listen, Tampa Bay, they didn't have a spectacular period. Yes, they put 3 goals on the board, so you're going to say Tampa Bay, they had an amazing period. They didn't play that well. They only had 10 shots, right? They only had 10 shots. They had 16 hits. They're getting dominated in the faceoff circle. But where Tampa Bay is playing well is they're capturing the puck in the neutral zone. They're getting it in. Toronto's not playing aggressive in the defensive zone. The games Toronto has won, they played very aggressively. That aggression is missing. So if Toronto can come out, make the adjustments to play a little bit more aggressive, but not silly, they come out aggressive enough where they're, attacking the puck carrier, they're cutting off the angles, they're forcing them to make a play, they can get right back in this. They can do all the right things, they can make all the right moves, but at the end of the day, they're going to have to beat Vasilevskiy. And Vasilevskiy's confidence is built now. Yes, it's only 10 shots, but he comes out of a period where he hasn't given up a goal. So in his mind, his confidence is through the roof. And again, he has that record, right? 15-0 in the playoffs after a loss. And I keep saying that, and you're wondering, why do you keep saying that? Well, I keep saying it, to put it out there, so hopefully we can break that. But also to make everybody realize this guy is a tough goaltender to beat. So even if you can beat the rest of the team, you may not get it in. Makes no – yeah, I agree. Bernie, I agree. Unless there was something that coach saw in Bunting that he didn't like, I kind of thought he put him on the fourth line because he would match up well against Maroon or Perry in that grinder, that physicality spot. But yeah, put him back up. Put him back up with the first, or if you want to keep Kerfoot there, drop him down on the second line. Put him on the second line and move Mikheyev up to the second line. Mikheyev, Bunting, and Tavares would be an interesting 3 to go together. I had to change my first full name. My site was impossible to find with all these. No worries. But hey, Mel, glad you're here. Dre the Unstoppable, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you guys all again so much for coming in game after game. We appreciate it so very much. Hitting the likes and, of course, the subscribes as well. Let me do a refresh. Where are we? We are so close to 1650. 1650. We are 15 subscribers away. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you know somebody, if you know someone who likes hockey, likes the Leafs, is on YouTube, go share the stream out to them. Go say, hey, come hang out and talk some hockey with us. Let's talk Leafs. Let's talk Tampa. Let's just talk some good hockey. Now, looking around what's going on around the league, we saw that the Boston Bruins tied up their series against Carolina as they came out, and they put up another 5-spot, 5-2 Carolina. This series has been really interesting. The first game was 5-1 Carolina, 5-2 Carolina. The next two games, 4-2 Boston, now 5-2 Boston. So Boston comes back, they tie up the series. Lots of goals going on there. In the Minnesota series, this game also now tied up. St. Louis in the first game, 4-0 win. Then Minnesota comes back 6-2. And then Minnesota 5-1. And now St. Louis with 5-2. I can't ever recall a playoffs with so many first-round games seeing 5, 6, 7 goal games. I don't remember that at all. The Fishing Vinyl Guy, welcome in. Thanks for the subscribe. Appreciate it. Appreciate that so much. The Oilers game the other day. Yeah, that Oilers game was nuts. What was it? Was it 8-2 or something like that? 8-2 Edmonton. And it's funny because 8-2 in that game. Oh, they're showing highlights. Sorry, I'll go back to my thought. They're showing highlights of Rich Strike flying up the inside, winning the Derby. Wow, he came from way back in the pack. Rich Strike from way, way back to tear up and pass everybody to take home the Derby. So it shows in sports, anybody can come from behind. But yeah, bizarre scenario in LA when Edmonton went to practice. They had the lights in the venue off. They wouldn't give them the nets. You know, such childish shenanigans, but I love those stories. Road Warrior, been enjoying the weather. What's the score? The score we don't want to talk about. Just kidding. It is 3-0 Tampa Bay. So the players are on the ice. We're ready to get the puck rolling. Bruins look good. Even the Pens are a surprise. It's very true. It's a good call. I thought the Pens would not be as in it as they are. All right, game is back on. Puck is dropped. Let's get our game screen back up. It'll take a few minutes for all of our stats to update and show as Sportsnet and NHL.com get their acts together. So here we go. 4-on-4 for 1:10 to start this period. Shots are 10-11 now. Here's Tampa Bay. They have it in the neutral zone. Hitting it, flying in his Point. Point going around. Brody's going to take him out. Point still has control. Takes it behind the Toronto net. Passes back, comes to the point. Over to Hedman. Hedman going back, far side. Tampa looking. They're going to drop it. Toronto trying to get it out. Tampa's just running all over them. Finally, the puck rolls to Matthews. Matthews, a little flip pass over to Marner. Marner, it hits a skate. Just gets an unlucky bounce. And here comes Tampa. Point and Stamkos coming in, sliding across. What a play by Riley. Making the block and a huge hip check behind the net. Holy moly, that was a massive hit. Here's Riley carrying the puck. Oh, he bobbles it. It's picked up by Kucherov. Kucherov is flying in, puts it around Hall. Hall does a nice job taking him out. Stamkos taking Riley into the boards. Here's Mikheyev in for help. Comes back to the point. Far side, big shot, Campbell. He's going to grab that one and hold on to it. Nice job, Campbell. That time he had the angle. He had the corner. He made the save and held on to it. Morgan's firing up the Leafs. Getting Carlton out there. Carlton's working overtime tonight. Trying to get these buds going. Riley is really trying to. Riley is on his game. He is moving well. And that was a huge hip check. An old school hip check, turning the Tampa player upside down and inside out. Great little play by Riley after blocking the pass, sprawling across the ice. Tavares against Point, taking the draw. Let's go. Oh, Palat is in. Point gets waved out. Tavares is going to win that. Long pass to Nylander. Nylander's going to bring it back. That's going to end the 4-on-4. Both teams now back to 5-on-5. Kasha splitting and gets it across. Why would you make that pass? Tavares got the puck, tried to give it back to Kasha, who was covered by two players. Point dancing through everybody, puts it up and over the net. Brayden Point is on point tonight. Holy moly. Twice now he's gone through the entire Leaf team. Nylander dumps it in. Kasha is on the forecheck. Nylander comes in there. Tavares, all the forwards behind the net, and they still can't get it. Tampa Bay is going to circle around. Nylander trying to get the forecheck. They're holding Tampa in their own zone. Now Tampa's going to clear. Not all the way out. Can Toronto keep it in? Yes. Brody with the pinch. They're going to try the other side. Kept in. Big shot from the point off the boards. Engvall there. Kempf, he picks it up. He takes a shot. Rebound. Oh, Engvall stepped on the puck. Had a little wobble. Tampa's going to pick it up. But they're right back in there on the forecheck. Now Toronto's showing some aggression. It comes out to Palat. He's going to just dump it around. Campbell out to play it, but he misses it. Comes all the way around the other side. Nick Paul, he came in after it, but couldn't pick it up. Long pass to Kempf. He tips it. No icing. Lightning back to pick it up. They're going to send it around. Here's Colton. Colton's going to send it up. Here's Hagel. Hagel is flying. Coming through past Blackwell. He stops. He turns around. Sends it behind the net to Paul. Paul leaves it there in front to Hedman, and that's just wide. Comes over to Hagel. Hagel's going to hit Foot at the blue line, and it comes out. Foot is hit. Blackwell tries to pick it up. He can't. Riley's going to get there. Toronto just can't complete a pass. And here it comes. Oh, my God. Tampa Bay. Colton takes the shot. Campbell completely misplays it. Goes to catch it and just misses it, and it falls into the net. Horrible play by Jack Campbell. Toronto just not getting any bounces at all tonight. That is a play as an NHL goaltender you have to make. Nice shot by Colton. Campbell gets the glove on it, and he just completely misses the puck, and it drops into the net behind him. This is the point now. You have to take Campbell out of the net. I think giving up 4 goals, you got to take him out because this is gonna distract him. We know how Campbell gets. We know how he gets in his own head. Tampa Bay's gonna score another one here real quick if they don't settle him down. They're dropping the puck. There it is. Toronto's gonna win it. They come back again. Not the start of the period Toronto wanted. Toronto had all the pressure. They were doing all the right things. And they just gave up a horrendous goal. So 3 goals right now that should not be goals. Here's Justin Hall. He can't play it. Comes back to Spezza. Spezza gives it back to Hall. Hall going to start it up to Tavares. Tavares, look out from behind. Tavares tries to dump it in. Bunting is in there. Tampa's going to work it up. They're coming in 3-on-2. Tavares comes back. He takes down the Tampa player. Lucky he didn't get a penalty there. In Maui, they did call it, so they are calling Tavares. What a terrible, terrible penalty Tavares has taken. So Tampa's going to go back to the power play. Tampa's up 4-0. Now they get 2 minutes on the board. Terrible play by John Tavares. This is just getting ugly. Corey Perry had it, so it's this 4th line again. Now, Tavares kind of gives him a tap on the arm twice, and Corey Perry goes down like a tree. So Tavares is calling for the dive. So Corey Perry falls down. No call on the embellishment, which it should be, but a bad play by Tavares. You got to get this line, got to get the Tavares line away from the 4th line of Tampa. Their 4th line is absolutely killing the Leafs tonight. Muzzin there, gets it up, and oh no. Oh, David Kemp fires it over the glass. He's going to get called for delay a game, shooting the puck over the glass. Toronto's going to go down 2 men. So they're going to have a 5-on-3 for 1:50 of this period of this power play. A 5-on-3 for 1:50. Oh my gosh, this is just completely falling apart for Toronto. They cannot get a bounce. They cannot do anything right.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And to make matters worse, Triton redeeming cheer. So now I have to cheer for Tampa Bay. Stamkos is going to win the draw. Comes back to point. Tampa working their way in. They have a minute 45 with the two-man advantage. Tampa going down low. Over to Point. Point. Quick shot by Stamkos. That's blocked and comes out. Marner was trying to race for it, but he saw Vasilevskiy come out, so Marner kind of backed away. Point is going to pick it up. Hagel and Foot getting the assists on Colton's goal. Here comes Point. He's going to come in. Stolen by Marner. Marner's going to chip it out. Didn't have anyone breaking with him. That's going to roll down the ice. Vasilevsky's going to play it up to Perry. Corey Perry starting to lead the play. Over to Kucherov. He's going to carry it in. They put it back to the point. Killorn has it. He dumps it off there. Comes over. Stamkos. Stamkos. Back to Point. Far side Kucherov. Back to Point. Back to Stamkos. Stamkos looking for the shot. Goes side of the net. Tried to go to Perry. Comes back to Stamkos. Back to the side of the net again. This bounce pass. Quick shot misses the net. Wow. Campbell gets back in position. Tampa doing a great job moving the puck here. Tyler, what's going on? Campbell's an AHL goalie. I don't know about that. And there it is. Corey Perry puts it in the empty net as nobody knows where Campbell was. Unbelievable. 5-0 Tampa Bay. Oh my gosh. This is just going from bad to worse to horrendous to nightmare. Tampa Bay striking on the 5-on-3. Unbelievable. Campbell just nowhere to go. Brody tried to make the save. Campbell with no effort to try and sprawl across the net. This game is essentially over. Right now it's how bad is it going to be? Coach, you got to pull the goaltender. You got to let him cool down. I said this moments ago. Campbell is rattled. They're talking to Shalgren now. Shalgren's getting himself up. He's getting himself ready. I expect there to be a goalie change very shortly. Any bets on how high the score will go? Exactly. Will they hit 10? That's going to be the question. 30 seconds left now in the power play. Coming in, Cash is dumped over. Oh, high stick. Right in the face of Paul. Cash is going to go down 2 minutes again as he got the stick in Cash's face. Cash is screaming at the official. Oh, my goodness. Shalgren has his helmet. He's just about ready to go in. So what he's arguing is that Corey Perry lifted his stick, and because of the stick lift, it went into the face of the other player. But the refs don't buy that, and there we go. Tyler, Leafs fans, do you remember 03-04? Oh, my gosh. So it looks like they're making the move. They're calling the official over. Coach is having some words with the official. There's only a couple words in there I can actually read, and I can tell you they're all of the 4-letter variety. So let's see exactly what's going. Oh, I see what they're arguing. So it's not that Perry lifted his stick. Corey Perry was holding his stick, so Kasha couldn't move it. And when he finally let go of his stick, the stick came up because Kasha was trying to pull it out of his hand. Okay, let's keep it family friendly here. I don't mind the trash talking, but let's not make it personal. Leaf fans are shattered. Yes, they are. Good evening, Eleanor. Hope you're doing well. Coming over. Here it is, Stamkos going side of the net, wrap around, trying to stuff it in his point, and Campbell's going to hold the line there. That one's not going to go in. So it was a 4-minute penalty, so Toronto's going to be shorthanded for 4 minutes. Wow. So needless to say, I don't think Toronto's going to come back and score 6 goals. So Tampa's done the job they did. But, hey, stranger things. They almost came back last game. So we'll see what they do here. Holding the stick being ignored a lot, too. Yep, you're bang on. You're bang on. Puck is dropped. Tampa's going to win that. Comes back to the line. Here's Kucherov. Turns it over. Stolen by Marner. Marner, 2-on-1. Take the shot. He goes to make the pass. Oh, my gosh. Tried to make the pass. Tampa now going to take a tripping penalty on the play. Looks like Hedman. Is Hedman getting the call? So good play by Marner. He had it the rush, but he should have shot it. He should have taken the shot, and instead he elected to try and pass it across. But Hedman doing a great job going down. And then Marner trips over Hedman as he was sprawling. So Hedman's going to get the tripping call. So Tampa's laughing at this call. Definitely three. Yep, I agree, Bernie. 100%. Three bad goals there. So we're going to have 2 minutes of 4-on-4, and then Tampa will go right back to finish their power play. Shots are 16-12. Toronto only with 12 shots through the first period and almost a half. Tampa scoring 5 goals on 16 shots, which is embarrassing. Face-off in the Tampa Bay zone. Toronto's going to win it. It's 4-on-4. Toronto moving it around. Matthews finally gets back on the ice. Toronto, Lyubushkin takes an odd angle shot. Those shots aren't going to do anything. Matthews picks it up, tries to come out from around behind the net to stuff it in. He's tied up. Here comes Tampa Bay. Palat coming in. He's called on the offside. So Tampa goes offside. Unbelievable. Yikes, Dan. Yikes. So they're going to go to commercial. It is absolutely difficult for Toronto right now. They're having a very tough time in this hockey game. They just haven't had the bounces. We said it off the top. Their superstars needed to come out. They haven't done that. We still haven't seen anything from Tavares and Nylander except for some horrific plays. Stamkos has come out. Stamkos has looked great. Maroon and Perry have looked great. Campbell has looked atrocious. Vasilevskiy hasn't been tested. Toronto hasn't had the bounces. You can say in game 1, Tampa Bay had no bounces. Every opportunity they had, the puck bounced over their stick. They fanned on a shot, yada, yada, yada. That's what's happening to Toronto right now. Gordon, too much sun. Yeah, too much time at the beach. Too much sun. Excuse me. They're all suffering from sunstroke. Well, what this is going to do is it's going to set up a very interesting game Tuesday for Game 5. And also, let me let you know, Tuesday is the NHL Draft Lottery, where all the balls are going to be in the air, and it's going to be determined who's going to come out with the number 1 pick in this year's entry draft. We are going to do the entry draft lottery, the draft lottery. It is just before the Leaf game on Tuesday. So the Leaf game Tuesday for Game 5 is going to be 7:30. The draft lottery is going to start at 6:30. So we're going to be live at 6:30. They're going to be 2 separate streams. So join us at 6:30. See who wins the lottery, who's going to get the number 1 draft pick. And then we're going to switch streams and go right into the Leafs and Tampa Bay Game 5 at 7:30 on Tuesday. So Coach having some words with Campbell during the timeout. He's holding his hand over his mouth, so you can't pick up what he's saying to Campbell. Campbell wants to stay in. You see him nodding his head, yes, yes. So then Campbell is making the debate. So Shallegren's going to come in. So we got the kid, Shallegren, in his first playoff game. Let's see what the kid can do. He was spectacular during the end of the season down the stretch. Montreal wants that ping pong ball very badly. My birthday is on Game 5, and if they play like this, I'm going to be quite annoyed. That one Canadian guy, we'll get the team on the phone and make sure that they play better for your birthday. So Shallegren in. We still got 4-on-4 hockey for 1:30. Toronto wheeling and dealing, trying to get through. Tampa doing a great job, hacking and whacking. Wow. Killorn using his stick to really fend off the Leafs there. Riley's going to back it up. He's going to flip it over to Matthews. Matthews is going to knock it down. Long pass. Long pass to Marner, but Marner was offside. So Shalgren 8 goals against on 36 shots April 21st. Oh, that's right. So Shalgren was in net the one game where Tampa absolutely spanked Toronto in the regular season. So hopefully he's shaking that one off and comes in here. He only gave up 8. Yeah, that was a long time ago. He probably doesn't remember that. Here's Tampa Bay coming in. Quick shot deflection. Doesn't get through to the net. Comes out. Matthews. He's going to tip it over for Marner. Marner wasn't in position to receive that pass. Toronto has to realize there's still a hockey game to play. Chances are they're not going to score 5 goals to tie it up, but anything is possible. Quick shot. Shalgren makes his first save, and it's a nice one. Here's Matthews. He's going to carry it up. Drop it down, playing a little give and go with Giordano. Giordano in on the forecheck as Vasilevskiy's out to play it. Here comes Hagel. Hagel flying down the ice, one-on-one with Matthews, and Hagel blows a tire. Matthews going to pick up the loose puck, gives it up to Nylander. We've got 30 seconds left of the 4-on-4. Here's Nylander. He stops. He's going to send it across. Here's Giordano. Giordano trying to get it to Nylander. Nylander just falls down. Wow. Here comes Palat. Palat circling around, takes the shot going blocker side. That's just wide. I think Shalgren got a piece. Bogosian, he's going to dump it in. 4 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and then Tampa should go back to their power play. Kucherov trying to keep it in. He can't. It comes down the ice. So that's going to be over. Tampa goes back to their power play. Stepping in over the line, they got 1:11 on the power play. Hedman has it. Kucherov now circling around, down behind the goal line. Over to Stamkos. Stamkos stopping, taking a look. He's being pressured. Flips it up. It comes out. Hedman could not keep it in. So Stamkos killing a little bit of time here. Here's Point now. Point on stride, coming in. Hull forcing him around. He's going to send it around. Toronto's going to pick that up. They can't get it out. Now they do on the second attempt, and Toronto's going to change its penalty killers. Toronto this whole game just hasn't been as aggressive as they were in games 1 or 3. Tipped in. Muzzin, he's back to play. Corey Perry all over him. Paul in as well. Paul trying to steal the puck away. He does. Gets it away. Reverses it around to Colton. Colton goes to Stamkos. Stamkos back to Colton. Stamkos gets it back. He goes to take a shot. Whoa, and it kind of hit somebody and just trickled through the crease. Muzzin there to pick it up, but Corey Perry's going to come away with it. Brody knocks it up to Engvall. Engvall, he has it knocked away from him. Back to Corey Perry. 5 seconds left in the power play. Comes to Brody. He's going to go off the glass, but can't get it out. Stamkos keeps it in. It's going to go around the other side. Engvall is there. He takes a swipe at it and gets it out and down the ice. Kucherov has it. Sending it up. Here's Tampa Bay. Trying to get it out of their own zone. They do. The 4th line for Tampa Bay, who's been clutch for them here. Here's Svechnikov. Sergachev, sorry, not Svechnikov. Dumping it around. Here comes Maroon. Sends it up. Hagel cutting in. Tries to center it in front. That's cut off by Toronto. Blackwell, he's moving up with it. He's going to go off the boards, trying to get around Chernak, but he can't. Now they roll it down deep. Tampa's going to come around the other side, working their way up. Here come the Bolts. Yet again. Maroon goes down, still able to keep it in. Big hit by Lyubushkin behind the net. Toronto just not skating at all. Quick shot. Hagel, he reverses it. Belmer had an opportunity. Comes in front again. Big shot. Shalgren makes the save to hold on to it. Wow, Leafs, you need to wake up. AV, what's going on? Bulls are on fire tonight. They woke up for sure. They are dominating this game. Wow, Rollins, sunset flip, grab trunks, Crody reverse, grab the trunks for the win. Thank you, Bernie. I turned around just to see that as you wrote that. Cody Rhodes getting the win over Seth Rollins. Unbelievable. Cody Rhodes is looking great as he comes to WWE on a streak. The question is, at what point do they put the strap on Cody Rhodes? I'm going to stand up for a second, just turn on the lights because it's getting a little dark in here. I will be right back.
It's easy to find your bet and lock it in. It's just a few simple taps. And on FanDuel, the action doesn't stop when the puck drops. With in-game betting, you can bet live games with updated odds right through the front door. And when you're ready to cash out,
There we go. It was just getting a little dark, so we had to turn the lights on.
now live and on Download FanDuel Sportsbook.
Hello, Cujo. Matt's Ty. We need your help. That's right. Yes, we do. Mitch Marner, what's going on? Welcome in. Mitch, what's going on tonight? We're having some struggles. Having a few struggles. Not playing as expected. But again, thank you everyone for being here. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We would really appreciate it as we are continuing to grow the channel. We're working our way towards 700 subscribers, which is insane to me. But we're getting there. We're currently 13 subscribers away from 1650. Only 13 friends. So if you haven't hit the subscribe, go ahead, hit that for me, and join us for lots more hockey. Yeah, this is crazy. This game is absolutely crazy. Corey Perry's 47 career playoff goals, which is 7th among active NHL players. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. But let's get up there. Let's keep it positive. The Leafs can do this. All they need is one, right? It all starts with one. So all you have to do is get one in the net and turn this thing around. So the puck looks like it's going to go to play. We're going to get a whistle. They can do it. I mean, the problem is, I know Toronto's been shorthanded most of this period. They've only had 2 registered shots this period. Only 2. You're not going to do anything with 2 shots. And that's Toronto's big problem, is they spent the whole game in the box. And what do we talk about off the top? One of the keys to the game was stay out of the box. Ride or die, what's going on? Let's go Lightning. You guys are having a spectacular game tonight. Come out to play for sure. So here we go in the faceoff, just to the side of the Toronto goaltender. Toronto's going to win it. They're going to play it around to Hall. So it looks like the adjustments that were made for this game in terms of the lineup, I would consider this an epic failure. Let's get Bunting off the 4th line. Here's Toronto. Circle shot. Nice save by Vasilevskiy. Another shot, another save by Vasilevskiy. 2 quick ones. Yeah. Tampa's going to send it. It's a race. Justin Hall, he's trying to get in. And I can't believe he beat out Hagel. And there's a knee on knee. Wow. That was very lucky. Colton came in, and it looks like Colton's leg and Hall's leg collided. Both players, okay. That was a dangerous one. Oh, you're very welcome. And thank you, of course, for being here. Dan, hello. What do the Leafs have that the Canadians don't? Black and white photos of their past Stanley Cups. Nice, Dan. Nice. And unfortunately, the Leafs black and white photos are all faded at this point. Here's Tampa cutting it again. Shalagren making a nice save. Here's Marner picking it up with speed. He's carrying it in. Tries to go across for Kerfoot, but Kerfoot wasn't in stride with him. Riley back to the point. Over for Lyubushkin. Leaves it for Matthews. Matthews plays it around for Kerfoot. Comes to Marner. Tried to get out to Matthews. Tampa Bay knocks it down. Here comes the Lightning. They're moving their way up. Lightning taking the shot. That's deflected up and out of play. Wow. Tampa Bay is just on the next level tonight. They have come to play for sure. They are getting it done. Getting it done for sure. So you know what we haven't done? So while we're waiting, we're trying to get 13 subscribers. We're looking for 13 new friends to join us. Let's get the virtual wave going. It's time the virtual wave comes into effect and wakes up the universe. Let's go. I'm going to count it down. 3, 2, 1. It's wave time. Hey, get the wave hands going. Let's see what we got. We got another whistle on the offside. We're going to switch up the hats as well. We're going to get the Disney magic flowing, try to wake this team up. There we go. Jonathan's getting the wave hands going. Hey, get it going, get it going. Coco wave thing. That's right. There we go. Dallas getting the wave hands going. We're trying to spark the power of positivity to get the team rolling. Here's Tampa Bay dumping it out. Dan, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Taken out. Brody gets hit by Kucherov. Tampa still playing physical, still getting the job done. They're not taking the foot off the gas. That just missed, coming along. Kucherov battling with Brody. Coming over now, Brody picks it up. They're getting it going. Nice, Ian. Disney is 1.5 hours away. That's right, it is, Dave. It is, but we're going to use a little pixie dust to try and get the Leafs back in action here. Here's Engvall. He's going to pick it up. Toronto can't even get out of their own end right now. We got 6.5 to go in the second period. Kemp's working their way through, trying to get it through. Hall, he's in there. Wow, Tampa is just relentless. This is amazing. Amazing for the Bolts. Yes, J-Dub Warrior, what's going on? Welcome in. Everyone getting those wave hands up. Hey, the virtual wave is rolling. Rolling. And here come the Bolts again. I'm going to have to change my shirt and get a Tampa shirt soon. Here's Tampa Bay walking the line. Dumps it back to Sergachev. Sergachev taking a look. Trying to get it up to Stamkos. He does. That's stolen. What's the call now? Oh, my gosh. Toronto taking another penalty. For what? Unbelievable. Engvall going to the bench this time. Toronto shorthanded for the umpteenth time. You know, officials, I'd just like to let you know there are two teams playing, right? There are two. And while these penalties are, I don't want to say much deserved, but yeah, there's two teams. We're just going to say that. Thank you, Ride or Die. I appreciate that so very much. Yes, Dina, I see your message. Let me grab the microphone here. Dina, I see your message. We got a cheer. Triton redeeming a cheer. That means I have to. Sorry if that was really loud. I got a cheer for Tampa Bay on this power play. Oh boy. That's right. But hey, listen, we're going to keep it positive. Toronto, they played great in 2 games, not so great in 2 games. That's why it's a 7-game series. Anything can happen. Mistakes are made, yes, but they can turn it around. We just got to be Leaf. But hey, we are playing, the 2-time Stanley Cup champs. Let's not forget that. The back-to-back Stanley Cup champs. So I expected them to come out. I expected them to play unbelievably well. I didn't think Toronto would be getting beat this bad, but hey, Leafs need to vent frustration by getting the puck in the net instead of taking penalties. Road Warrior, you are 5,000% correct. Right now, Toronto needs to put some goals on the board. They need to show Tampa that they're still in this, that they have some life, and they're not just going to quit. This is where the heart of the team needs to come out, and this has always been an area that's a problem, and it's been heavily debated. Is Tavares the right captain of this team? Does he have, can he stand up and deliver the message to get these guys pumped up? Tampa Bay 1 for 5 on the power play tonight. This is number 6. A 94-mile-an-hour slapper just goes wide. So this is the 6th power play for Tampa Bay. Toronto has only had 1 power play. You're telling me that Tampa only has 1 penalty called against them. There's a trip on Toronto. No call. Oh, yes, the back referee is going to call it. Thank you. Our prayers have been answered. Tampa Bay is finally getting called. So that's going to put it 4-on-4 for 1:23 and then give Toronto a very short power play. Leafs need veteran-laden lineup in Game 5. Sit Engvall. Put Simmons back in with Spezza on the same line. Ooh, Bernie. I don't know about Simmons. So listen, I'm so iffy about Simmons. So iffy. What has been 50 some odd years, the cup? This ain't it, not even close. Matthew, yeah, hey, we can't judge everything on one bad game. I apologize. Welcome in. Welcome in, Matthew. Welcome in as well. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for finding us. If it's your first time finding the channel and you're ninja, you haven't come in and said hello, that's okay. I still thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and, of course, hit that subscribe. We are working our way trying to get to 1650, and we're only, 13 subscribers away from getting there, and then we'll be on the road to 1700. Then when we get to 1700, it'll be giveaway time. So the quicker we get to 1700, the quicker we can give a prize away. Tampa Bay working it through, totally controlling this 4-on-4 so far. 45 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Toronto, no aggressiveness whatsoever. All Tampa's doing is just passing it around. They're just eating the clock. Finally, Tampa sent it up. Toronto picks it up. Stretch pass for Nylander. Nylander couldn't handle the pass and just lets it roll down to Chernik. Wow. Nylander needs to leave the ice and not come back. He clearly does not want to be here right now. Here's Brody. Toronto's going to set it up. Toronto now. 8 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and then they'll get a really short power play. Kerfoot, he's carrying it in. Kerfoot going to dump it back to the point. Brody has it. Engvall out of the box. He's going to go. He's going to change up real quick. Over to Kerfoot. Kerfoot drops it for Spezza. Spezza, where are you going? Spezza carries it all the way down and gives it to Kerfoot in front. Blocked. Kerfoot on the rebound. Swings it in front. Wow, they cannot control the... Toronto is allergic to the puck tonight. Toronto has a serious allergy to rubber. They cannot control this puck at all. Looking over my shoulder, Bobby Lashley and Omos going at it. Omos being choked out by Bobby Lashley right now. We'll have to see how that ends. And it looks like Toronto is taking another penalty. Oh, my God. TJ Brody this time is getting the call. Oh, my goodness. I didn't hear what the call was. Hagel with a nice little shot block, but Toronto just couldn't pick it up as the loose puck is sitting there. Chernik able to clear. So Brody turned it over. Brody just knocked the stick out of the hands of Paul. I don't know about that. I'll be honest. He didn't seem to hit that stick all too hard. But he's going to take a penalty nonetheless. Right now, the Leafs cannot touch Tampa without getting a penalty. This is absolutely crazy. And it's funny, we talked about this last night on Even Strength, the show on the FPEN Sports Network that we do Saturday nights talking about hockey. It's a hockey weekly recap show. We talked about what the officiating was going to be like in this game. And, of course, the age-old conspiracy theory of do the refs want to dictate how long these series go. And we kind of joked about it, but seeing how it's gone this game, it is just atrocious. Here they are in front. Tampa Bay picking it up. Point has it. Point carrying it around. Far side. Back to the point. Hedman to Stamkos. Stamkos going across to Kucherov. Toronto can't intercept the puck. They can't touch a puck. It is absolutely sloppy. This is like watching bad men's league hockey. That's what it is. Tampa Bay completely controlling the game. Toronto doesn't even look like they belong. 2 minutes to go. 5-0 Tampa. Shots are 18-14. Tampa still with a minute left on this power play. Circling around, coming over to Stamkos. Stamkos feeding it back to Hedman. Over to Kucherov. Into the slot. Shot. Nice save by Shallegren, but Hall buried him out as the puck was sitting in the blue ice. Coming across to Stamkos. Back to Hedman. Big shot. That's deflected. 40 seconds now. Kucherov to Stamkos. He can't handle the pass. Far side. Coming around. Here's Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay coming down deep. Tries to get it to the point. Can't. Picked up by Kerfoot. It's hit all the way around. The Tampa defenseman just goes like this. Says, forget it. I'm going to the bench. They're going to change it up. Here comes Tampa again. Sergachev carrying it up, sending it around the ice. coming through. Hey, Coach, what's going on? Hope you had a great day. I agree, Gordon. They should. They have looked just ugly. Matt Hatter, what's going on? Hatter, Tampa Bay dropping the hammer. Here's Toronto, has it. Last minute of play in this period. Toronto kills off the power play. Tampa still controlling it, though. I'm telling you, Toronto is officially allergic to the puck. Tampa trying to get it around. Toronto trying to get it out. They finally do. Giordano has it. They're going to dump it around. Just give it right back to Tampa. 36 seconds to go. Sergachev just holding it, just killing time. 30 seconds as the puck is ticking. The clock is ticking away. Tampa sends the puck down. Justin Hall's going to pick it up. The Tampa player, Killorn, with one hand holding his stick up high, the other hand pulling at Hall. So that's okay now. I guess holding is not okay only in certain periods of play. Coming across, Bunting misses it. Bunting looks like he's back with Marner and Matthews to end the period here. Trying to center it. They can't. Tampa's going to try and get it out. Matthews keeps it in, but they're going to run out of time. That's going to do it for the second period. And thank God the clock did expire. Congratulations, Tampa Bay fans. You guys are absolutely dominating this game. One period to go. Can Toronto turn it around? Can they get it on the board? We'll have to wait and see. Here are the stats from the second period of play. Ross Colton, his second from Hagel and Foote. Corey Perry, his second from Kucherov and Point. Toronto with 4 shots in that whole period. 4 shots because they spent the whole period shorthanded. But 4 shots, 9 for Tampa Bay. Excuse me, puts the total shots 19-14 in favor of the Lightning. Tampa Bay 1 for 7 on the power play. Toronto 0 for 2. Toronto still leading in the faceoff circle, 63% to 37%. 6 block shots for Toronto, 15 for Tampa. And this is one of the keys that we talked about in the last game. Toronto did an unbelievable job blocking shots. Today, they've completely gone away from that shot blocking strategy. 5-20 isn't unheard. It's true, Dave. It's true. It is not unheard. It's unlikely, but it is possible. And yes, Robert, I agree 100% with you. From the takeaways, 2 for Toronto, 9 for Tampa. Toronto still with 0 registered giveaways. I find that hard to believe. I don't know if the stats guys watching the same game we're watching, because there certainly seems to be a whole lot of giveaways. 3 for Tampa. And this also says Toronto is leading in the hits, 28 hits to 23 hits to Tampa Bay. I have a hard time believing that stat as well. Anyways, nonetheless, it is second period. It is time for your intermission report. This will probably be the most exciting moment of the game. Let's bring in reverse order, just like we did last time, because maybe it'll bring us some luck. Please welcome the classy one, AAU. AAU, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Let's bring in your counterpart, the one, the
she's on her way to the TTC. We don't need her.
We actually don't know who this mystery guest is. We can't tell. Mystery guest, welcome to the stream.
That's a good look for you. That's a good look for you.
That is most Leaf fans at this point in time. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Reveal yourself, mystery guest. Oh, it's Dallas. Who knew? Who knew?
I thought you were on the way to the TTC.
I am on my way to the TTC. I'm getting a cocktail and I'm out of here. This is so bad.
It is.
That
one sports fan, welcome in.
To be honest, Dallas, it should be a lot worse because the Lightnings aren't really playing that great of a game. They've had 7 power plays. This score should be a lot worse.
Yeah, when we look at this, 3 goals.
It could be a lot worse. I don't understand.
3 goals should have been stopped. So that would make this a 2-0 game. And the way Toronto is playing offensively, 2-0 is probably enough to win. I mean, they're just not getting shots. And is it Tampa's playing that well defensively or Toronto's just playing that bad? probably somewhere in between. But Tampa's just looking really, really good right now.
Well, the refs aren't helping either. I mean, how many penalty calls have been on the Leafs tonight?
They have seven, 8,
right?
7. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, it's crazy.
If I was the coach, I would have pulled Campbell. Hindsight's always a little bit better. I would have pulled Campbell so much sooner. I mean, we waited for 5 goals before we pulled him. Like, come on. Like, he's having an off night. Like, let's change it up.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Matt Hatter, no bull bashing, no bull bashing. We're totally respectful of how well Tampa Bay is playing. They are absolutely crushing us right now. And much respect to this team. Listen, their fourth line, Perry has been great. I can't stand those guys. It really gets to me. Hagel's been great. When you look at what's his face? Now I can't think of his name. Pat Maroon. Pat Maroon has been playing well. So this fourth line has just been destroying us. We have no answer.
They're doing good, but they could be playing better themselves too.
They could, for sure. And thankfully, they're not, because this game could very easily be an LA Edmonton game where it's 8-0.
Could be a blowout.
So
it is a blowout. But I mean, they played so well the last couple of games, and so you want to go, what are you doing? What are you doing differently? Like, did you not eat your Wheaties? Did you not have your cornflakes? Like, what did you do?
Well, you did say at the beginning of the series, if I remember right, saying this was going to go to either 6 or 7 games.
Yep. I expected it there. Listen, I got really excited the last game, going up 2-1, coming into game 4. They really looked like a team that was going to take this home. I didn't think it was going to be a blowout. I kind of figured Tampa would have the advantage, but I thought it would be kind of a third period goal that would decide this game. Tampa just has been playing solid. Toronto can't get anything going. They can't get in their zone. They can't set up anything on the opportunities they've had. They've just been falling apart, and it's not working. It is not working.
All right. Yeah. And Campbell's just not on point tonight. He's just off. He's just off, and he should have been pulled. That could have helped. That could have helped.
Yeah, I agree. I think, Campbell.
I'm not blaming the goalie. I just think he was such a big piece of it. Like, if we had pulled him, maybe, because the more goals that Tampa gets, it takes the morale down. If it could have stopped at 2, maybe 3, they could have maybe rallied a bit. You never know.
The defensive line of the Leafs would have done their job too.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a team thing for sure. But I mean, when the goalie's letting in that many, he's having an off night.
Yeah.
I mean, they all do. Everybody has an off night, but then you got to change it up.
Yeah, that's right. And it's Ride or Die makes a good point. Today you feel out of it. You don't have the energy. Something's just not clicking. I don't think we should have tinkered our lines from what they were in the last game. I think that was a mistake. It kind of threw everybody off to begin with. And Campbell's just having an off night. You're right, he gave up those really bad goals. You're right. We should have pulled him early, let him get refocused, and then maybe put him back in. We'll see if he comes back in to start the third. Probably not at this point, but you never know.
No. What is it? Get Cujo, Mads, and Ty on the phone. Bring back some of the old.
Did we not talk about game 2 and 4?
Yeah, that's right. We're just going to keep adding it to the list. And Coach makes a good point. Coaching has been insufficient all season. The coach has not made the right moves at the right times. He hasn't been able to motivate his players. He sees opportunities come. He leaves things hang just too long. He doesn't make the adjustments. There's no reason in the middle of that period or after the first period, seeing how bad things were working, to adjust the lines, reshuffle them. They're clearly not clicking. You got to break up Nylander and Tavares. I get the idea. You put them together. You hope that they break out. That one sports fan, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that so very much. You. If anyone else hasn't subscribed, follow the sub train.
Yeah, please subscribe.
Get on in there.
Well, you got to make those decisions on the fly. Like, you got to make them fast. You can't take an hour to think about it. You got to take 2 minutes to think about it, and you got to get going.
But you guys are right. I mean, after at least the third goal, 3-0, you change something up. Something's not working.
Yep. Yep. Can you imagine what Cherry would be saying? I think they would have gone to camera and Cherry's head would have went.
You know, I mean, it just happens to be the Leafs that are down. But even if the Bolts were down 3-0, you know, you got to change it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the problem right now that you're hanging on to Nylander and Tavares together is they're both playing poorly. So you're putting a line out who has no chance, and they're being beaten all the way around.
How are you enjoying the game in Maine? How's your reception down there with your rabbit ears?
It's crystal clear. It's in HD.
Ooh, do you
Ride or Die with over 1 million subscribers. Don't think you need any more. Ride or Die, I'd love to get up to 1 million subscribers.
Every game I watch.
What's that?
They seem to lose every game I watch.
Yeah, it's true. We're gonna. That's you know what? I'm gonna have to make it official. I'm gonna have to call the cable company down in Maine, and
Maine Cable. We're taking you out.
We're gonna cut that cable.
Do they have the glow in the dark puck for you, or are you able to follow the puck?
Oh God.
The glow in the dark puck.
Glow in the dark one, maybe the Leafs would play better.
Chat, we're taking a poll. How many fans liked the glow in the dark puck back when they had it on for the hockey games?
Sam is saying no.
Canadian fans really didn't like it. We're like, can't you people follow?
I don't think I've ever seen it, but I think it would kind of be cool to see.
Well, and didn't they do something like, didn't they have to use special pucks where they had sensors embedded and they were like $40 or $50 a puck?
I think so.
Like every time it would go at a play, guys are like cringing.
I think I'm sure if you did a YouTube, you could find a
I might have to search for that because
glow puck and see. All it was just like either red or blue streak where the puck was, so that they thought that they would do that so the fans could see the puck. Because some fans say, "Oh, I can never see the puck." Real hockey fans can see the puck. Real hockey fans can find the puck in about 5 seconds.
Bernie, I love that comment.
The Leafs could actually see the puck on the ice.
Bernie says you're only going to get NBC, ABC, and public access tomorrow. No, he's only going to get Home and Garden Channel tomorrow.
But he'll have the nicest garden on the block in about a week.
So true.
Listen, there must be some Tampa Bay fans in our area because we hear fireworks going off down the street. So somebody's celebrating.
Yes. How was your barbecue today, Sam? Was it good weather where you are for your barbecue?
Yeah, it was a gorgeous day. Beautiful day. Excellent. Bright and sunny. Little cool with the breeze.
Did you grab a hot dog and just run?
Uh-oh. Sam's frozen. Oh, Sam's frozen.
I broke the stream.
You broke it, dude.
I broke the stream, everybody.
So bad. You broke it. You broke it. Triton broke the stream, my people. Oh, Sam's gone.
Yeah, that was okay. Now it's the Dallas and Triton show.
Everybody in the van. Leave Sam in the van. We're out of here. We're all going for ice cream. This game is over.
I thought you were going to get Wimpy's to get burgers.
That too, and then we're going to get ice cream.
All the lightning.
There we go.
There he is. There's Sam. You look like one of your freeze frames. So your weather was good for your barbecue. Excellent. Yes,
yeah, weather's been great here all day. We've had a great day. I hope everybody else as well got to spend a little bit of time outside today. If you're in the
grab a hot dog and run.
Hot dog and run. Just grab it and run.
Yes. And let me take a moment properly to say thank you for your moment earlier. That was very nice of you. Thank you.
Oh, you're very, very welcome.
Oh, let me take a moment since I think Dee is probably sitting next to you. Happy Mother's Day to her.
Yes. Yay.
Dee, did you hear that? I don't know if that's her in the kitchen or not. Oh, it's Jacob in the kitchen. She's not here. But if I'll make sure to let her know. I'll pass that along.
Yeah, I'm not saying Happy Mother's Day to Jacob.
It's Kids Day. Back tomorrow. It's back to Kids Day.
Yeah, back to Kids Day. That's right.
Yeah.
It's interesting. They haven't shown a lot of clips, or at least that I've noticed, of outside the Scotiabank Arena or the Air Canada Center, whichever name you go by. Normally that place is jumping, and I'm sure it's been cleared out.
They were all pumped at the game at the beginning before the game started. I bet you Hockey House is empty now.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're like, it's Sunday night. I got to go to work tomorrow. I'm out. I'm over it. I'm going to the.
The question is, how many Leafs fans have left the stadium already?
Well, it's down in Tampa, so.
Oh, it's in Tampa. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's Leafs fans at every game, so.
What's going to be key is Tuesday night. Tuesday night
Yeah.
is going to be absolutely key. Whoever comes out with the win Tuesday is going to win this series. So now Toronto has the advantage. It's at home.
Yeah,
They've played well in games 1 and 3, and hopefully game 5 will continue that.
Yeah.
And it's a big NHL day on Tuesday because we have the draft lottery. So we're going to be covering the draft lottery, and that stream is scheduled. So you can join us Tuesday at 6:30. We're going to see who gets the ping pong balls in their favor. And then we're going to come right back in for game 5. And that's going to be the biggest game. If Toronto can pull out a win in game 5, they'll have 2 shots at winning this series.
So game 5 is Tuesday.
Game 5 is Tuesday, yes.
So say the Leafs win game 5, it could still go that the Bolts will win game 6, so it still can come,
Yep. And that's
we'll for sure have game 6, but game 7 still a question mark.
In following the trend, if Toronto wins game 5, and if Tampa holds on and wins today, Vasilevskiy will go to 16-0 after playoff losses. So Toronto wins game 5. It allows him to go back to Tampa for Vasilevskiy to get his 17th win in a row, and then come back to Toronto for game number 7. And that's going to be insane.
Yep, it will. It's going to be. I wonder if any fans in Toronto are selling their tickets for Tuesday night. They're like, I'm not going to the game. I'll just sell the tickets. I wonder.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
Give them up.
Yeah, I'm sure there are. The prices are going to be absolutely ridiculous. Just out of this world for those.
And how much?
tickets.
$20 a beer.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen in the third period?
So probably not much. I don't think Tampa, they're still keeping their foot on the gas, so they might get one more. I'm hoping Toronto gets one, but seeing their effort in the rest of the second period, they've kind of stopped skating. They're just kind of playing this one out. So it'll be nice if they get one, maybe 2, but I don't expect much to happen the rest of the game.
I'm predicting a 7-2. 7-2 Tampa.
Stranger things have happened. I mean, we could come back and tie it up, but I mean, I think it's, given how everybody's been playing, it's a lot to ask.
Put your predictions in the chat. What do you think the score is going to be? I'm saying 7-2.
I'm going to say it's going to stay 6-0. 6-0.
Yeah,
it's a game. My dad is cursing and throwing things at the TV right now.
I don't want it to be a shutout. Let's at least get one. I don't want to be shut out. I want to take that away from Vasilevskiy.
One will boost the spirits at least a little bit.
Yeah, and I'd like to see it be one of our I don't want to say fringe players, but one of the workers. Whether it's the Mikheyev or Kerfoot or Engvall, one of the guys that are showing up and playing hard. Matthews hasn't found his game tonight. Marner hasn't found his game tonight. Nylander and Tavares, we talked about it all night. They're nowhere to be found.
Oh, AV has tickets.
Good night, Ride or Die. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. And hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday.
AV has tickets to game 6 down in Tampa.
Oh, nice, AV. That's awesome.
Yeah.
AV, you'll have to report to us how it's going.
Morgan saying 5-2 Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Well, and I'm surprised Matthews. I mean, Matthews is usually got his game on, and he's just looking off tonight.
Well, I think, and they have him covered, right? He isn't getting a lot of space. You played the whole game shorthanded. He doesn't play the penalty kill.
Right.
But so here they're showing the offensive zone time right now. Tampa Bay is leading at 18 minutes to 12 minutes. So
I just have one question that, since Costa Mom's not in the chat right now. Where's Bunting?
Bunting is nowhere to be found. The problem is they put him on the fourth line. The fourth line isn't getting a lot of ice time.
No.
So you're essentially neutralizing him ourselves, which is a horrible play that they've made. And by the way, for those interested in WWE WrestleMania Backlash, it's the Edge versus AJ Styles match right now.
No Hulkamania?
Pretty good.
No Hulkamania?
No Hulkamania. No.
Oh,
He's
come
not
on.
running well.
At least one an appearance. Come on.
Yeah.
Anybody else want Hulk Hogan
If I
to show up?
was 28 years younger, I could try and tear my shirt like the Hulk does too, but nobody wants to see that.
No, mine either.
Nice. All right, they're back on the ice. They're getting ready for this third period. Let's see what happens, guys. Thanks again for coming in. We'll do this again very, very soon.
Do we have to play the third? Do we have to?
Yes, we have to. I gotta insult you in the chat.
It's like going to write your math test. Do I have to write the math test?
All right,
That's right.
Game's back
All right.
on. See you later.
Game on. We'll see you guys in the chat.
Go Leafs, go.
All right, it's game time. Tampa, Toronto, game number 4, and it is all Tampa Bay. It's a new period. Let's see what the Leafs can do here. Can they put one or two past Vasilevskiy? Engvall picks it up in Toronto territory, chips it up to Mikheyev. Mikheyev tries to get it out. He does. Tampa Bay turning the quarter, coming in. Working it through. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here. Thanks for sitting through the second period intermission show. Appreciate it as always. My best friend's uncle when I was in school was Frank Tunney. Oh, Mel, that's wicked. I remember Frank Tunney for sure. Don't want Sam Stream to be X-rated to keep it on Triton. Nice. Put Dubas in that. Oh, God, Mel. Yeah, Dubas has not performed well. Would have liked to see a few other moves made at the trade deadline. That didn't happen. So Colton is having kind of his game of his series. Colton has been on fire tonight. He has 2 goals and 11 shots in the series, but tonight he's really been noticeable. Big character player. Here we go. Puck getting ready to be dropped again. So Tampa Bay is going to try some things. They got the lead. They don't have to worry. So they have the ability to make some adjustments, some changes, see what works for them. Tampa Bay is going to get it. They're going to throw it down in front of the net. Toronto knocks that down. Morgan's still trying to get Toronto going using Carlton the Bear. Marner trying to knock it in. He can't. Tampa Bay, they're going to play it up. Killorn, he's going to hit the line and dump it in. Justin Hall's going to look to get out. He can't. Comes to Marner. Marner finally turns. Gives it to Matthews. Toronto breaking up. Matthews dumping it down. Here's Marner coming in at the off wing. But Vasilevskiy is going to poke check it away. Bunting back up with Matthews and Marner. He takes a Lightning player out, and then Bunting is dumped over to Marner. Marner putting it across top of the circle for the Leafs defenseman. Brody's just going to have to reverse it in. Here's Bunting. He's trying to take on Hedman. Can't get around Hedman to take the puck away, and he reverses it to Killorn. Killorn, he's going to dump it there. Team's making changes. Foot has the puck. Foot coming back. Sour Diesel, what's going on? We back in it, boys. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Here comes Tampa. Playing it around. Big shot. Shalgren makes the save. Here comes Kerfoot. Kerfoot carrying it all the way down the ice. Taking a look. Who does he have? Takes the shot on his own, and Vasilevskiy makes the save. Wow, in front of the net, Tavares absolutely gets jumped. Brody is in there. Nylander is in there. Out of nothing, Tavares gets absolutely manhandled. Oh, he takes a punch on the chin from Sergachev. Sergachev's getting the box. I think Tavares is going to get the box too. How on earth can you let so much go in scrums after the play, and then now you decide you're going to call something? Great play, great save by Shalgren on that last attempt. So Tavares in front of the net does nothing, takes 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots. Sergachev grabbing his head. Brody's in there. Stamkos is in there. So Sergachev absolutely gives, sorry, it wasn't on his chin. He gives him a shot. No, it was pretty close to his chin. So finally, Sergachev's going to the box. This is similar to the play earlier in the game where Toronto took a bad call after a scrum. So Toronto goes to the power play. Thank you, Max Domi. Welcome in. Appreciate you coming back. So let's see what Toronto can do on the power play. Matthews tips it and he scores. Nylander is going to get it. Matthews with the shot. Nylander with the tip. How you doing? It's about time. They finally get an opportunity. They make quick work and put one on the board. It was a nice tip. Unfortunately, now Toronto down 5-1. Lots of time. Will this start the rush? Will this start the goal train coming in? That's right, Jonathan. That's a start. You got to start somewhere. So Nylander, right place, right time, gets the tip. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. That's awesome. So let's see what they can do. Here's Tampa coming right back. Perry's going to dump it. It goes up and over the net. Lyubushkin taking on Perry. Riley in there as well. It's going to come over. Here's Lyubushkin. He's going to pick it up and slide it over. Oh, giveaway. Here's Perry coming right back. He's going to stop and turn around. Going to slide it back in deep into Toronto's zone. Tampa working it over. Toronto trying to build on the momentum coming off that goal. Lyubushkin there. He's working hard. Lyubushkin's going to come away with it. Perry in there. He picks it up. Perry's kind of taken down. Bodies flying everywhere. Blackwell down. Perry down. Blackwell finally comes away. Gives it to Lyubushkin. He's going to turn and look to pass it up to Spezza. Spezza's going to give it right back. Toronto's going to make some changes. And here come the Leafs. Long pass up to Kempf. Kempf, he's going to bring it in. He takes a shot. Vasilevskiy knocks it down and gives it to Hedman. Hedman up to Chernik. Chernik is going to dump it in. Justin Hall, he's chasing it down. Paul steps around him and steals the puck. It comes free. Here's Toronto. Reversing it to Kempf. Trying to move it up to Engvall. What are these guys doing? Engvall has it now. He has Giordano coming. Can't hit him properly with the pass. They put it in front of the net. McCabe with a whack at it. And Vasilevskiy makes the save. So finally, Toronto getting a little bit of pressure in front of the net. This is the right things to do. They just, took way too long to get this going. At least they aren't getting shut out. Exactly. She called that lineup change. Nylander and Bunting both have thrived. Yep. 100%, Bernie. And unfortunately, he just waited way too long to make that change. AV's going nuts over the Bolts. Loves the Bolts. That's right, Mish. Come on, let's get it going. Let's get it going. It all starts with one goal. Right? Now we got to build on it. We got to get it going. We got to get that momentum. Still lots of time left. 16 minutes to go. Oh, Toronto wins it, and they pass it back right between the two defensemen. Toronto going to start back from their own end. Getting it up. They hit Riley. He's streaking in. He's going to send it around. Tampa gets it. They're going to clear easily. It's going to come all the way down the ice. No player is there. Tampa, Killorn, he's going to win it out, so there's no icing. Sending it around. Hall in there. Hall trying to pick it up. Squeezing the Tampa player against the boards. Matthews in to try and dig it out. It comes out. Ref, get out of the way. I can't see. Thank you. You're going to come around. Here's Hedman. Hedman with a blast. Comes off the boards. And Marner was there to pick it up. That's a dangerous play. Anytime the puck hits and comes around the other side like that, catches the goaltender off guard. Puck is dumped down. Tampa has to come back and get it. Micro, what's going on? The Preds are in danger of getting swept. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Anthony, what's going on? Anthony, the Muller man in the house. Anthony, Boston coming all the way back to tie up the series. Big news. Here comes Muzzin. Muzzin getting it up to Tavares. Let's see if we can get Tavares going. 15 to go. Shots now 21-18. Toronto finally getting some shots on net. I guess they weren't aware of the start time of this game. Again, thank you for coming in, everybody. Thank you for hitting the like button. Appreciate that. If you're new and just coming in, consider hitting that subscribe button. We are continuing to climb the subscriber ranks, trying to get to 1650. We are 10 subscribers away. 10 friends from getting to 1650. Here comes Toronto, bringing it in. Oh, they lost the puck at the blue line. Tampa, bringing it in, coming through, stopping, turning. Doing what they need to do is Belmar. Belmar's had a great game today. Puck is bouncing around. Perry's going to take it, and he's going to drop it in the corner. Maroon is there. Belmar's there. Maroon holding it along the boards. He's standing on the puck. Blackwell gets taken down. Finally, the puck comes loose. Tampa swings it to the point, taking a shot, and that's deflected into the corner. Maroon, he's going to send it back to Foot. Foot going to the other side. Wrist shot, that's blocked and knocked down. Spezza's going to pick it up. Gives it to Giordano. Giordano's going to hit the blue line. Coming back to Spezza. Tries to give it to Blackwell. It comes out. Spezza has to get on side. Blackwell kicks it back to the defense. He's going to go change. Here's Riley giving it to Hall. Hall's going to hit the red line. He's going to fire it in. Trying to chase it down is Toronto. They do. They pick it up on the forecheck. Sending it out in front. Sharp angle shot. That's saved. Coming back. Kasha tried to get it back to Hall at the point. No play. Tampa Bay tipping it past Hall. Hall squeezes out Hagel. Nice play, Justin Hall. Here come the Leafs. Turning it back around. Riley getting it in. Leafs are setting up. Riley has it. Hitting the other defender. It's Muzzin. Comes in for the shot. That's tipped just wide. Riley was too close to center ice. He couldn't keep it in. 13 minutes now. Here's Muzzin. Muzzin has it back for Toronto, working his way through. Edge wins with the sleeper crossface, thanks to help from the new member of the faction. Looked like Ripley under a hood. Oh, wow. Nice, Bernie. And it is. Good call, Bernie. Rhea Ripley joining Edge's new crew. Here's Bunting. He's going to put it in. He's taken to the boards. He's gone in there, taking it back. Bunting sends it over. Went for Matthews. Matthews left it. Brody wasn't on his spot. It comes out. Toronto still tons of miscommunication. Finally comes over to Bunting. Matthews has it by the goal line. Tips it around to himself. He's squeezed out on the boards. Here comes Cirelli. Cirelli's going to dump it in. Point giving chase. Brody is there. Muzzin's going to pick it up. Muzzin's going to swing it out to Matthews. Here's Matthews. Long pass for Bunting. Bunting trying to settle down a bouncing puck. Leaves it for Marner. Marner spins. We got a penalty call. Sergachev's holding his side of his ear. Oh, my God. Bunting's getting the call. So they don't call the cross-check on Sergachev. Sergachev cross-checks Bunting, and in the process of the cross-check, Bunting's stick comes up and clips Sergachev's ear. So Bunting gets called for the cross-check, for the high stick. Sergachev, no call on the cross-check. See, this is the issue. Call both guys. There were two blatant infractions. Call them both. This is the problem with the officiating in this game, and in a lot of the games, is it just makes zero sense. And I know what they're seeing is they're not seeing both sides of it, but it makes zero sense. Anyways, it's an interesting game. We know what's going to happen. We know we're coming back to Toronto for Game 5. Game 5 is already scheduled, so make sure you check that out. Hit the like, hit the reminder for that game. As well, the draft lottery selection is taking place Tuesday, right before the Leaf game. We have that at 6:30. So we're doing two separate streams. Join us at 6:30 for the play for the draft lottery at 6:30. And then we're going to redirect right after that into the Leaf game at 7:30. So Tuesday is going to be lots of hockey night action. Join us for both of those events. We're going to talk about it during the Leaf game, who gets the picks, but join us live to see who actually makes those selections. Let's see here. It looks like my internet is having some challenges, so hopefully the stream is still good. Just refresh this. There we go. Now it's back. So Toronto, Tampa Bay, I guess, going to their 9th power play. The 9th power play of the game for Tampa Bay. Toronto has had 3. This is exactly what happened in game number 2 when Tampa had 7 power plays, and I think Toronto had 4. Second time this season, Maroon, Belmore, and Perry have scored in the same game. That's pretty crazy. So we get a call right away. It's going to be an icing call on Tampa. But thank you for joining us. We appreciate it as always. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. Again, we were 10 subscribers away from getting 1650. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe. But more importantly, thanks for hanging out. and take our channel, take the channel link, share it out with friends and family, anyone who likes hockey. If you know other Leaf fans, let them know we're here so they can come watch with us too. And more importantly, not just watch and listen, but come and chat. We want to get all the hockey fans in here chatting hockey. Host, they need a ref in the skybox watching the cameras. I've heard that before, Triton. They certainly do. Tampa Bay has it deep in Toronto territory, working through. They get it back to the line. Tampa Bay seems to be able to move the puck around with ease. Not a lot of pressure from Toronto. Here it comes. Kucherov, far side. Back to Hedman. Hedman moving in, takes a shot. It comes off the boards, side of the net. Toronto picks it up, and they're going to get it out and down the ice. Less than a minute to go in the Tampa Bay power play. Vasilevskiy stops it. He's going to leave it there. Sergachev's going to pick it up. I guess his ear is okay. No sense to only have 6 matches and 1 title match on a pay-per-view. WWE worse than NHL officiating. That's awesome. And here's Kerfoot 2-on-1. He elects to pass to Mikheyev. Why is it every time we have a 2-on-1 in this game are we electing to pass? Nobody wants to shoot. Here's Kerfoot. He's back to pick it up. They go around behind the net. Here's Muzzin wasting a little bit of time. Finally springs Mikheyev. Mikheyev 1-on-1. Takes the deke, makes the move, and it's deflected just up and over the net. Nice stick by Sergachev to get in there on Mikheyev. So it's Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey coming up in WrestleMania Backlash. And it's an I quit match. And I think right now the Leafs would be like to saying, I quit, and just end this game. But it's still a fun game, and we've had a lot of fun calling it. Even though the scoreboard is not in Toronto's favor, we have a lot of Tampa Bay fans in here tonight. And again, I want to say congratulations to all the Tampa Bay fans. Your team has been far superior to the Maple Leafs tonight. And even more important than thanking the fans and thanking you guys for hanging out, I want to thank you for all the great chat. You guys have been so much fun to talk hockey with tonight. I see a lot of good comments, a lot of good points being made, and I really appreciate you guys having just some good old-fashioned hockey chat. So if you're coming in and you're hanging out and if you've watched us stream after stream after stream and you want to use some of our custom emojis or look at some of our perks and benefits, well, we have 3 different membership packages available. Starting for as low as $2.99, you get access to all of our custom emojis. You get your name in green. You get a banner tag attached to you. And there's lots of other perks and benefits for the different levels that are available. So if you'd be interested in joining the channel as an official channel member, simply click the join button on any computer, which is located next to the subscribe. Or if you see the link posted in the chat, click on it. It will take you to the join page where you can find out all the information of what's included. And everything that comes in from the memberships, we put it right back in. It helps us upgrade and improve the channel as well. Take some of the prizes that we're going to be using for giveaways. Andrea, welcome in. You're new here. So happy to have you. Thank you for being here. And that is a good point. Let us know if you are new, if you're finding us for the first time. If you haven't said anything in the chat, say hi. Let us know who you are and let us know where you're watching from. We always love to know where our friends are watching from. I myself am in the Toronto area. And I'm sure there's lots of Toronto fans that are very quiet out and about the neighborhoods tonight. But we still got time left. We got half the period, 9:55 to go. Toronto coming back in shots, 20 shots for the Leafs, 23 for Tampa Bay. Bucks, you're watching from Tampa. Nice. I'm sure people are going to be pumped out there, out that way tonight. Excuse me. Big hit there, Labushkin. Wow. Nice hit. Passes it up to Riley. Sending it up to Mikheyev. Mikheyev has the puck hopping all over him. Kempf trying to get there now. Toronto cannot settle the puck down at all tonight. Like I said earlier, they just haven't had the bounces. Quick shot by Paul. That's up and over the net. Coming back, sending it around behind. Hagel, he's going to pick it up. Snoopy, what's going on? Welcome in. So it looks like McCabe's getting a penalty. And McDonough's getting a penalty. McDonough giving the evil eye to Mikheyev. Not really sure what happened there. Lyubushkin with a great hit on Hagel. So let's see, McDonough and Mikheyev, they were tied up, a couple little whacks and hacks. So then it turns around. So they kind of run into each other, some whacks and hacks the other way, and the ref's going to send them both off. ESJ, what's going on? Grew up in Orlando rooting for a young Lightning team that was dominant for a bit. Now we're respectable watching from sunny Florida Keys. Well, welcome in. Happy to have you. See, the thing I love about the Florida teams is I do spend a little bit of time yearly down in Florida. The Panthers are more my team, but the Lightning there as well. So that's Florida is my my kind of home away from home. Edwin going to party tonight. Yeah, a lot of Tampa fans are going to be happy with this one. They're going to be partying for sure. Newbie from Parkdale. Well, Dan, happy to have you here. Sorelli trying to get it out. Tampa Bay working their way. Matthews there. He's kind of slow it down a little bit. Nice move by Point. Point is really showing a lot to me through this game. He is an unbelievable player. The way he can stop on a dime, change directions, change his speed in a couple of strides. Quick shot. Shallegren's going to make the save. He's going to hold on to that. We are going to get a face-off. So it's 4-on-4 hockey for another minute and 10 to go. So Toronto's looking to make some things not really happen. They're trying to find a combination to get things going. We know this game, they're not going to come back. They just got to figure out what adjustments they can make, what's going to work, and how they can start clicking. A couple of these lines just have fallen apart. They had great line combinations in the last game tonight. They made some adjustments that just didn't pay off. They haven't been able to settle the puck down. And Tampa Bay's just been the stronger team. Tampa coming in. And you know what? This would be a close game. Listen, there were 3 goals that Campbell should have had. And given up, if you take those 3 goals away, it's a very close game. And here's, wow. It's in. The goal is in. Nylander scores. It's hard to give him props. We're not really sure what happened. Nylander kind of did he take it from Tavares? Took the pass from Tavares. The one-timer went in and out so fast, and Nylander didn't put his hands up. It hit the back and came right out. Nylander doesn't even raise his hands to show that he scored. So that's going to go 5-2. We're finally getting Nylander and Tavares clicking. They're not happy, but at least they're putting in some goals. Ladies and gentlemen, 8 minutes to go. It's 5-on-2. There's still time. Orlando must be sunny most of the time. After a few days of sunshine here, people are happy to get some rain. Yeah, you know what? Florida rain is very interesting. It kind of comes and goes real quick. There is still time to go. Lyubushkin squeezes it out. Engvall tries to get it. It comes to Riley. Riley sending it around. Here comes Kerfoot making the move. Hopefully Willie can continue the momentum. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice for sure. Here's Engvall circling. Gives it to Kerfoot. Kerfoot finds Engvall again. Engvall taking the shot. Ooh, nice save, Vasilevskiy. Engvall trying to go under the arm, and Vasilevskiy closes it up and holds on to that. Not an easy save. Nylander gets one more goal. It's respectable. You know what? It would be interesting if Nylander got one more tonight. Nylander gets a hat trick. It's still pretty amazing. You get a 2-goal game, but to get a hat trick in a game that's kind of blown out, I'd hate for it to kind of be lost. But hey, they're only 3 goals down. Teams can come back. Teams can score 2 goals in 2 minutes, right? When they pull the goalies and they get some bounces. If the momentum starts to turn Toronto's way, if they can wake up a little bit, there's still time. Here's Matthews. If they can get Vasilevskiy a little bit rattled, but they need some help. They need some bounces. They need the hockey gods to give things Toronto's way a little bit. Some penalties, a little something. Here's Hall. He's going to chase it down. Hall's being pressured by Point. He's going to pull it away. Toronto is going to pass it back. They're going to start from behind their own net. Here's Marner. Marner's going to carry it up with a long backhanded pass to Bunting. Bunting had to pull up as he almost got leveled in the neutral zone. Tampa Bay is going to shoot it. It's going to hit a stick and go out of play. So we're going to get a quick break as they're going to reset and get their lines in order. Lots of crashing the net most in the series. There has been, Mel, a ton of net crashing, but, it hasn't been that bad today. Andrea, I'm a Leaf guy. Leafs are my team all the way. Florida Panthers are my number 2. So I'm a Toronto guy and then a Florida Panther guy. But really, I just love good hockey. I like watching good hockey. We called the Florida Panther-Washington Capital game yesterday. That game was insane. I watched the Dallas-Calgary game last night. That was a terrific game by both teams. So I just love good playoff hockey. It is back in the Toronto zone. Brody trying to get it out. He does. It comes to the red line. Tampa Bay turns, and they just fire it right in on Shalgren. He's going to pick it up and leave it for Brody. Brody is going to give it to Muzzin. Muzzin taking a look. Long pass. They got to stop these long stretch passes. McCabe's stick gets slashed, and it splits in half. No call there. Toronto got called on a similar slash earlier. So Toronto bringing it back. Brody, he's going to reverse it. Now they're running out of time. Over to Nylander. Nylander, you got to pick it up and go. Nylander circling back. Toronto can't even get out of their own zone, and they're controlling the puck. Riley, he's got to turn back. Now they reposition. Here comes Riley. Riley carrying it up the ice. Long pass. Hits Tavares. Tavares squeaks by. Loses the puck, though. He's in there on the forecheck. Matthews picks it up. Matthews goes back to the point. Empty net for Toronto. They pulled the goalie. Pass for Marner. He loses it. It bounces to Spezza, and Tampa's going to get it out and clear it down the ice. And it just misses the open net. That's going to be an icing call. So Toronto taking a gamble, pulling their goalie here. 5.5 minutes to go. Toronto trying to make a splash. Did they skimp on the stick budget tonight? Yeah, no kidding. So it's very interesting. If Toronto can chip one in here, I've seen teams come back from 2 goals, pulling the goalie and getting 2 goals. I don't recall seeing a team getting 3 goals in a game with the goalie pulled. So we'll have to see what they can do. Spezza, he's going to get thrown out of the draw, out of the circle. Tavares comes in. Tavares versus Stamkos. It's a scramble. Matthews trying to get it in. It's a big scramble. Coming in front. Oh, nice try. Marner tried to come to the front of the net. He's going to go back to Nylander on the point. Nylander, and he bobbles it, and he brings it. Nylander, you bum. Nylander brought it out of the zone, and Tampa's going to score in the empty net. Nylander, you had 2 goals, but you are a moron, my friend. Nylander brings it out of the zone. It's offside. And instead of holding it and coming back or dumping it in deep, he makes a pass across the line to the inside of the line where the Toronto player can't touch the puck because it's offside. So Tampa picks it up and they put it down in the empty net. Unbelievable. William Nylander. That was just a bad decision. I can't believe you did that. Horrendous play. Horrendous play. And that sums up the way this game has been played by the Maple Leafs. A ton of bad decisions, a ton of bad plays, and just not getting the bounces that go their way. So Palat's going to get the empty net goal unassisted. Toronto has it down in Tampa zone. 5 minutes to go. The goalie is back in net. Here's Toronto circling around. Is the goalie in net? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, he's back in the net. So Toronto Blackwell trying to keep it in. Corey Perry's going to pick it up, get it to Maroon. Maroon skipping around Lyubushkin, takes Lyubushkin in with a cross check. Comes around behind the net. Blackwell steals it. 4:30 now to go in the third period. The hopes are over. The hopes have been dashed. They drop it. Here's Toronto coming in. Top of the circle. Takes the shot. That goes just wide. Toronto keeping it in. Blackwell has it. Goes back to the point. Brody over to Muzzin. Muzzin teeing it up for a shot, and he scores! Muzzin! So unbelievable. So it's now 6-3. Take away the empty net goal for Nylander's, brain cramp, and it's 5-3. If you take away the 3 goals, Andrea, are you leaving? We'll see you later. Andrea, take care. If you take away the 3 goals that Soupy would have had, Toronto's winning now 3-2. But I know hockey doesn't go like that. I know it doesn't work like that. But this is just crazy. So Muzzin shot 84.8 miles an hour. Let's see what happens here. This is going to get interesting. Still 3 goal difference. Are they going to pull their goalie again? Let's see. Marner has it. Marner circling around. Drops it in. Many teams do this now. Pull the goalie 6-7 minutes left. Heck, 2 teams scored an empty net goal and then another goal back. Yeah, it's crazy. We could have, Dallas, if they would have smartened up and played a little bit better in this game. Toronto has it behind the net. Comes to the point. Toronto has the goalie pulled. Riley looking around. Gives it to Matthews. Matthews going down deep. They try the jam play again, and Tampa's going to get it out. It's going to roll, and it curls just wide of the net. That's going to be an icing call. Wow. Riley and Point going at it. Point was all over Riley on the race down the ice. No, not yet. Just saying bye to the other guy. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Andrea. Gotcha. Point was all over Riley coming down the ice. And Riley just had enough. Killorn now is giving it to Tavares. See, this is where it gets out of control. And this is where Toronto has been penalized the whole game for these things. So let's see if Tampa is going to come away with anything. Probably not. So Riley is skating. Point is going for it. Point takes his hand off the stick and grabs Riley's jersey from the back. Then when Riley questions him, Point comes with a cross check. Toronto was called for both of those plays earlier this game. So you'd think Point would get a penalty for at least one of them. Probably not. Then Killorn goes after Tavares. Nothing. So Riley's max speed chasing it down was 35 miles an hour. So no calls. Even the TV commentators are sitting here going, are you kidding me? They can't believe there's no call. Toronto wins the draw. They bring it back. Toronto has a 6-on-5 advantage. Comes back to Riley. Riley's going to take the wrist shot. That's going to go wide. Tavares has to pick it up. Ref, get out of the way. It's sitting there. Tavares gets it. It bops out. It comes out in front, and Tampa's going to clear it again. Riley picks it up, swings it across. 3:17 left to go. Here's Nylander, going to leave it for Matthews. Matthews coming in. He's going to dump it in deep. Toronto chasing it down. Tampa's going to put it over to Hedman. Hedman is trapped. It comes out in front. Spezza can't get there. Now it's going to come out and down the ice. Riley again is being hounded. Hagel was all over Riley. No call. Here's Riley again. This is conspiracy theory where the refs want this game to go 7 games. They are not calling anything against Toronto and calling a whole bunch. Sorry, they're calling a whole bunch against Toronto, nothing against Tampa. Matthews throwing it to the net. Tavares trying to get there. Spezza dropped in front of the net. Riley's going to keep it in low to Tavares. Tavares trying to reverse it around. McDonough doing a good job there. He's going to pick it up and come free. Tavares just lets him go. They pass it up to Hagel. Hagel, stretch pass. Comes all the way down. Tampa picks it up and tucks it in the empty net. That's going to do it. That's going to be the nail. That is going to be the end of this game. With 2:16 left, Tampa's going to take it 7-3. And the NHL and the officials should absolutely be disgusted in their performance. And I get it. Toronto played poorly. Yes, they did. Toronto played poorly. Tampa Bay played amazing. This game is not won or lost based off of power plays. But at the end of the day, Tampa Bay with 8 power plays, Toronto with 3. Tampa Bay is absolutely mugging Toronto and gets no calls. So that is not right on a pure hockey level. And I don't just mean I'm a Toronto fan, so I say there needs to be more penalties. This is absolutely ridiculous. Toronto picking it up in their own end, trying to get it out. 2 minutes to go. The good news here is Shalabrin has been great in relief. He's held his own. Here's Blackwell. He's spinning around. He loses the puck. It's going to come out. Bunting looks like he's back down on this line with Blackwell. Labushkin's going to pick it up. He's going to hold on to it. Shots are 25-26. So the commentators are saying both teams apparently they expect to file complaints with the supervisor, the officiating supervisor for this game, as the calls have just been ridiculous. Ivor, what's going on? Refs inconsistent Tampa dive. That's a good point. The amount of embellishments have been out of control tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. So many new friends. Go ahead, hit that subscribe. We're still trying to get a few friends to get us closer to 1,650 subscribers. So I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe. We will be back Tuesday night at 6:30 for the NHL entry draft lottery. And following the lottery, we will have Game 5, Tampa Bay and Toronto from Toronto. So we'll see what that's going to be. Join us for both those. It is going to be a lot of fun come Tuesday night. We are under a minute to go. Toronto with the puck. They're going to hit the red line and dump it in. Engvall, he's going to give chase. And again, who is that? McDonough sees Engvall coming. He takes his hand off the stick, wraps it around Engvall to try and pull him down, but Engvall stopped, so he couldn't. It's those types of things. Here's Engvall. He's getting into it at center ice now with Hagel. Engvall and Hagel. Hagel drops the gloves. He drops the gloves. Engvall says, "Are you joking me? Go away." So this is the problem. We got Nick Paul in there. He's jobbing. Bogosian is in there. Brody's grabbing Bogosian. Bogosian's trying to go at Giordano. Colton is in there as well. This is the problem when the officials call things so one-sided. It makes the blood boil over and the teams lose control. Bogosian is absolutely giving it to Giordano. Giordano did absolutely nothing. So Hagel's going to go. He drops the gloves, doesn't start a fight. There's no sense in fighting now. Nothing's going to come with that. Andrea, thank you very much. So Hagel drops the gloves and Engvall's laughing at him. Hagel has some choice words for Engvall. So I'm not quite sure I understand the point of what all of that was about. But hey, that's hockey for you. Thank you, AV. Appreciate it. We'll see you on Tuesday, I hope. Nasty torque on that arm bar around the turnbuckle. Oh, I missed it. I'll be turning around and watching the end of this match as soon as this game is over. So Hagel's gone. He throws something up, gives his stick to a fan. Hagel gives his stick to a lucky fan as he leaves the game. Shots 25-26. So they gave Engvall and Hagel each 10-minute misconducts, even though Engvall did absolutely nothing but laugh at Hagel for dropping the gloves. So they're going to hold on to it. It's a scrum for it in the corner. 7 seconds to go. Comes out one last shot from Tampa. Shalgren makes the save, and he's going to hold on to it with 1.1 seconds left. It's going to be really interesting to see what comes out of this game. Not that there's not going to be any disciplinary action or anything like that, but just to see how the teams react come Tuesday. Sam, who do you think will be in goal for Game 5? Oh, Campbell will be back 100%. Campbell will be back in net 100%. That's going to do it. The horn goes. The game is over. Tampa Bay takes the lead. Congratulations, Tampa Bay fans. As I said it before, your team was the dominant team tonight. They did a great job. They came out early, jumping up to that 3-goal lead, even though, Toronto totally played horribly. They did a great job. Congratulations, Tampa Bay fans. ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for being here. I closed my scoreboard, so let me bring that right back up so we can walk through the end of game stats. So let me bring this up real quick. So here it is. Here are the end of game stats, your goal scorers. Steven Stamkos from Kucherov and Hedman. Belmar, unassisted. Pat Maroon from Sergachev. Colton from Hagel and Foote. Perry from Kucherov and Point. Nylander, his first from Matthews and Riley. Nylander, his second from Tavares. Palat, his second in an empty net unassisted. Muzzin from Brody and Blackwell. Colton on the empty net from Hagel and McDonough. Too many penalties to go through. Shots on goal, 27 for Tampa, 25 for Toronto. Toronto actually really dominated in hits, 40 hits to 32. Toronto takes it in the faceoff circle, 34 wins to 21. 30 minutes in penalties for the Leafs, 22 minutes in penalties for Tampa Bay. That means Tampa Bay goes 1 for 8 on the power play. Toronto was 1 for 3. No giveaways for the Leafs. Again, I don't believe that stat. 5 giveaways for Tampa Bay, 21 takeaways for Toronto, and 8 for Tampa Bay. Looking at the other games, again, we saw Boston. They tie up the series, taking a 5-2 win over Carolina. St. Louis, the same with the same score, 5-2. Edmonton and LA, that game is in action starting in 10 minutes time. Again, thank you all for being here. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. We're back Tuesday night starting at 6:30 for the NHL Entry Draft Lottery. I hope to see you there. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Have a great Monday. Watch some hockey, and we will see you on Tuesday. Good night, folks. Have a good one, and happy Mother's Day.
Thank you for watching this presentation of NHL Playoff Hockey brought to you by the Samwelb12 Experience. Thank you, mods. The SMS crew is the best crew around. Thank you to all the new friends who have subscribed, for all of you hitting the like button, and of course, all the donations you've sent. We appreciate it. Thank you. We'll see you in the streams for more NHL Playoff Hockey. Thank you, and have a great night.